very ready, Ben.
Okay.
23.
Are we gonna speak in order of our initiative?
We should do our introductions in order of initiative.
Oh, we're supposed to have introductions now? What is this? Fancy?
Just so you know, we are live, by the way.
Oh!
Oh no!
I rolled
What
a
are
7
we
on
going to do?
This is chapter 4. There we go.
So it's not.
Fix that. Alright.
18 initiative over here.
Cool.
Wait a second. But if we start it before rolling initiative, then we have to know our initiatives before we roll them so that we know who rolls first.
No!
Oh, I got a natural 20 then.
Totally.
Okay, so...
Should we
I
recap?
still have a 7.
Yes, recapping. So what's happened over the past few days of adventure is they have all made it to Tyrion Town.
Walked a long time.
Walked a long time. Due to some fantastic luck, Stefan one-shot killed an orc.
That was pretty great.
They all made it to get a little bit more of Tessa's backstory out, along with some more information about Sue's character as well.
Thank you.
Sam's character, Captain Sue. Jeez.
That's your fault.
Wait, so you do mean Sam's character?
Sam's character, Captain Sue.
Captain
Sue,
Sue,
to
you.
Sue doesn't have a character.
Oh, hey! Cambria, Caden, and Michaela can join us. All right. Was finally able to cast Ceremony.
Oop.
And he,
So we kicked him off. That's why he's not here tonight.
and that made Stefan a paladin. We're good.
That's what I did.
Says we're not very good.
Uh-oh, we're not very good.
Why is this not good? What's happening?
Well, we have a pirate, and
Is that your answer to everything? We have a pirate, therefore...
yeah, therefore we're not good people because we let a pirate live. He's just gonna cause more harm than good.
It's okay. We will get an ambush. Oh, oops.
So
I
there
can
is
hear
audio.
you now.
There's audio.
I was just getting the audio because I forgot to turn it off on my phone.
Well, our audience from Mika's Tavern thing. Wait, are we good? We're good. All right. So
It's just like, there's nothing else, right?
Yeah,
It's a sticker.
That's very cool.
It's a sticker.
that's
so
really
cute.
sweet.
Awesome.
Aww.
yeah.
really pretty.
Thank you. Bye.
All
They're
right.
not watching.
Thank you, crazy fan.
I am going to stop it and start it again because it's okay. We should be good.
That's what you said last.
Oh, look, me, my person.
On.
He's like,
There you
whoa,
go.
that ceremony took a lot out of me. I'm just gonna rest here for a
Well, what
while.
happens to Tessa? Is she also sleeping like the entire time?
No, she's
You have to walk over to the sink, wash something that's not there.
We come back and we find out that Tessa's been employed by the sitting duck for no reason.
Actually, she is employed by the sitting duck.
Wait,
For no
seriously?
reason?
That was a thing yesterday. Basically, any character, specifically Sam, Tessa, and a little awkward because she doesn't speak the language. So she's doing more like dishwashing and background work.
No, she'd be the best bartender.
You say.
She just smiles and nods. She's so sweet, and then she serves you something really random, but it's good.
Well, she can understand it. So, like, she could
That's
actually
true.
listen, smile, and nod, and
Doesn't
then write
necessarily
down
mean
for
she
the...
knows how to mix the drink.
So I mean, how
She's just like,
how sophisticated is this bar anyway? Though, are they just like just ale?
yes,
or?
Ben.
Hi, can we start the game, please? I'd like to play.
This is part of the game.
Can I go first?
Sure.
I want to go to the docks.
Okay.
I like to follow the
Wait.
dots. No, I'm kidding.
Where's my map of the place?
Oh.
I had a map. Tyrion Town.
You forgot the name of the town.
I don't pay attention to
Oh,
the
I
names.
get a map.
We already have maps.
Look at that.
It was upside down. Oh, hey, I spelled
I
it
still
incorrectly.
think this looks like the Millennium Falcon.
You're right.
And
I
we're
don't think
offline.
so.
And we're resumed.
That is how you spell Tyrion.
Clearly,
I would not have guessed.
Oh.
it is
Is
a
it?
ladybug. There's little feelers.
Oh yeah, it kind of does look like a ladybug.
You know, you're right. If you put it like that.
I still think if you put it like this, it looks like the Millennium Falcon.
Alright, so I go to the docks.
Is this the little tower?
It just needs the...
I have to go down the
Yeah.
street all the way down there.
Okay, so
I am looking for someone who looks nice to talk to.
all right,
There's nobody nice.
make an investigation
That's because you're
check.
around.
I'm not around.
Oh,
I'm
that
in
was
town,
not
but
good.
I am.
You're not
She's
here.
having a moment. Okay.
I just rolled really badly. An 8 for investigation.
Okay, so you make your way out first thing in the morning, down to the docks, and you start getting a little lost along your way over there as you start checking out the early city of what used to be the foundation of Town. There's a couple of ramshackle little huts put together with a small wall actually barricading stuff from the rest of the town in general, preserving its rustic area. And you pop your head into a couple places, but people there largely seem to ignore you. They're busy about their day. Eventually, you actually do find the correct way to the docks itself.
Huzzah.
And after finding a lot of salty sailors and people very, very peeved that they cannot actually continue on their trade, what with all of the storms and the Kraken about, you do eventually find a somewhat dim-witted but nice fellow
Named Jims.
fishing at the docks.
Yay. Okay. So I go over to this person. It's a male.
Yes, it is, man.
Just checking.
Morning. Nice day for fishing, ain't it?
Well, you're awfully chipper today, sir. What be your name?
My name's Goof.
Good morning to you, Goof. My name's Captain Sue of the fairy tale.
Oh, is that one of the ships over here?
No, it's
Are you still the captain?
it's a ship over there
Oh,
on the other side of the island.
I didn't know we had docks over there.
Yeah.
Is it good fishing?
Yeah, there's real big fish over there.
All right.
Real big.
Sometimes the fish you.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, Goof, has
Yeah?
anything strange been happening around here lately?
Oh, yeah, well, I just saw a really big fish the other day. Yeah. You know, some of the other the people around here have been complaining about business being bad because there's storms and they can't seem to get past it all the way over to the mainland, you know?
Yeah, I know it's a struggle. Been hearing about that. Have
Yeah.
you lived here all your life here, Goof?
Yeah, I've been living here for the past while. You get the idea that he's not the brightest fellow. He's actually about 30 years old.
Okay.
And from what you have heard, you do know that the actual city itself, in its current form, has been here for about 40, 50 years.
Yeah. Goof, do you have any friends or bosses or other people I could talk to that are nice?
Well, I mean, you can always check around, see if any of the other ship's captains are around if you want to see about sailing somewhere. They're pretty angry if you ask them about getting out of the island, though. They don't like people asking them that question for some reason.
Have you tried to ask them, Goof?
Yeah, because I heard that deep sea fishing's really good.
Yeah, deep sea fishing's really good, but like on the other side of the island, there's really big fish. It's
Yeah. You know, I heard there's a little place where it's like the reverse of a peninsula. And I heard there's a giant shark over there.
An inlet?
Did I just hear
bay?
something?
Yes. Well, anyway, nice to meet you, Goof. I'm gonna keep talking. Good luck fishing.
All right. And he just immediately sits back down.
He was an NPC.
No, I guess I don't need that.
Well, I'll take it.
Oh, okay. You want Kelton's holy symbol?
Yeah. I'm close to the ocean, right?
I need to desecrate it.
Yes, you are right at the ocean.
I want to throw it.
You don't actually have his holy symbol.
I know. I still want to.
Okay.
If I did, though, I could picture it, and I rolled a thing. A lot, close to a 20.
Okay,
And it goes,
cool.
"Woo." Anyway,
What's really funny is if you had, Goof just rolled about a 20 and probably caught it in his fishing pole. But as it currently actually is in this world,
since it's not actually, I don't have
you
it.
hear some like struggling and Goof's like, oh! Got a
Anyway,
fish!
I'm looking for a captain now.
Alright.
Do I need to roll again for that?
Sure, making that. You currently spend about 2 hours of the day searching for this stuff.
Is there another tavern really close by?
There is a tavern nearby. It's a really rather run down one. Appears to be one of the earliest buildings in this entire city.
I'm gonna go there.
Okay. So
I'm gonna stand outside. No, I'm kidding. I'm going inside.
Just stand out, stare into the window.
the name is the Wretched Catch.
Who lets you name things?
I just pulled a name from Skyrim and changed it a bit, actually.
Okay. Well, this is gonna be great. Yep. I'm going in here. Catch place. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It is actually spelled catch, like catch of the day. But people here don't use enunciations and words properly sometimes.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. So you walk your way into the building?
Yeah, I'm going inside.
Alright, you see that there are some really bored sailors here, as well as a rather skinny fellow who's behind the desk. And
The desk?
yes, the desk. They don't actually have a bar at the moment, so he's actually like converted like this desk table situation, and you see he's actually writing on some papers, whether they're invoices or bills
I was gonna say it's a notary
or-
right
I
into the
will not
bar.
stab customers in the face. I will not stab customers in the face.
he sees as you
Not
walk
again.
in. He sees you walk in and kind of like,
Again.
"Hi, welcome to the Wretched Catch. Can I help you?"
My name is Sweeney Todd. I will be your barber this evening.
Yes, actually, I am looking for another captain like myself to converse with and
Nautical
complain
terms.
about not being able to get off this island.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, Captain, if you complained to me about it, I would have complained with you.
Well, I mean, we have a few of them around here if you just look hard enough. If you look over that fellow over there who's not responsive at the moment, that is the captain of the Seagull. Was the captain of the Seagull. If you look over there, you'll see there's Captain Harper. Yeah, formerly of the Pretty Bird. But, yeah, that was sad. He still has part of it though. And if you look over there, the really smug lady. Yeah,
That's a mirror.
that's Captain Miranda. That's Captain Miranda, and she still has a ship.
I'm gonna go talk to her.
Can the name of the ship be Polly's Cracker?
For Captain Miranda,
Unless you have a better name.
I
just thought
don't.
that was funny.
But okay.
With the bird theme.
Okay, sure.
The big parrot as the figurehead. I just really want big parrot figurehead.
Yeah.
Polly's Cracker.
Okay, so
Sorry.
I go over to Captain Miranda. Just
She sees you walking up and gives you a smug look of, oh, okay.
oh.
Can I help you
Okay.
with something?
Not really. I'm just
Looking
looking to
browsing.
complain with somebody.
Well, you might want to try one of those poor fellows over there. I have nothing to complain about right now.
Really? Do you
You're
have
evil.
nothing to complain
We can
about?
arrange this.
Nothing at all.
Nothing to complain about. Give me a few
See,
minutes.
the moment those storms die down, and it'll happen eventually.
Yeah, it'll happen eventually.
This
I
guy
have
has
one of the
been
few
Stefan.
sailing ships available. People will be begging, lines a mile long to get off this rock.
Oh yeah,
And
those
I will
beggars.
have it made the moment that happens.
Yeah, definitely. You know, people are just gonna come begging because they want to leave. Yeah.
Is there something you needed, dear?
No.
She said dear.
Well, then why don't you
Not
run
in a
along?
good way. The condescending way. She's probably from the south.
What happened?
Oh, bless your heart.
So,
Like that kind of condescension.
what was her ship's name again? Or actually, I look at her. So, what was your ship's name again?
Well, my
Was.
ship's name is the Macaw.
The Macaw. Okay.
Okay.
And I assume it's around right over there.
Oh, don't try looking too hard, sweetheart. It's very obvious, and I have some very skilled sailors on board, and if they see anyone suspicious nearby, I don't need to tell you what happens.
I'm not suspicious, and I give her a really nice smile. I'm gonna roll performance on that because I want it to look good. Oh yeah, yeah, 21.
To persuade? Or
No,
performance?
To perform a
performance. It's a
smile.
nice looking smile. I'm happy.
You give her a nice smile, and she looks at you and goes, I'm sure all the boys appreciate that. And she pats you on the cheek and then kind of flicks your head around and pushes you, physically actually pushes you away from her. She rolled her natural 20 to resist the smile.
Dang it. You know,
I like her.
if my alignment was different, this would be a very different conversation right now. So,
You did beat me. You can speak her language.
I just had a really great idea for when we get the book back. I don't want to talk about it right now.
All right.
I'm gonna go back to the tavern.
Okay, so you go back to the tavern.
The inn tavern thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a really good idea now.
Gregory, currently it's just you and Yggdrasil in the room. Halon left earlier this morning with Stefan. Anything you want to
Oh,
do?
you're still in your room.
Yeah.
Apparently, I went upstairs.
Oh, yeah, you're... Oh, right, you
I've
guys
been
were
down-
downstairs.
I was
forgot.
downstairs. Chikala is gone.
Yeah, I left.
Wait, I'm still upstairs.
You're still upstairs.
upstairs.
You
You
wake
wake
up
up-
and there's nobody in the room with you.
There's just no one there.
Okay.
Their stuff is gone.
Well,
There's
first I'm
just
gonna go
nobody there.
downstairs.
And see
Okay.
if the party left without you.
So, currently
You
you are
guys
downstairs.
forget me. They always forget me.
It's like, oh, yeah.
Wait.
I'm going on an adventure.
So, Chikal
No.
is
No
outside.
adventures for you.
You were there.
We need you to stay alive so we can throw you at problems.
Alright, so you come downstairs, and you see there is a woman with a great sword on the back of her chair listening to Yggdrasil tell her stories about his time in the arena.
Okay. I'm gonna wander outside.
Alright, were you just directly outside, or were you wandering the town?
I don't. How
He
long
was
has it
immediately
been?
outside just rocking back and forth.
This is like, just the beginning of the day, you woke up, you saw him there, and you left.
Okay. I'm considering if I want to just wander around for a bit. If I want to leave the party entirely, I'm sort of weighing that concept. And
We have a baby on the way. You're just going to abandon us?
she's married.
We
and
don't
then-
know that.
She's going to abandon us, but whatever.
And I'm sort of depending, like, do I want to leave the party or do I want to try to sneak back upstairs and steal the little idol thing and smash it into a million pieces? And I'm not really sure what I want to do with my life. I think the second I see the goat's face, I'm gonna go upstairs and try to smash the idol.
Okay.
So I'm sort of watching through the window, but trying to be subtle,
Okay.
which means I'm not being subtle.
There are.
I'm just sort of sitting there, like,
So make an investigation check real quick. You're looking for a window, you said?
yes.
Okay.
Or I'm staring through the door. I don't really know.
Okay,
I'm not
roll an investigation
very
check.
subtle. Investigation.
Ooh, that was good.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's just your roll.
Oh yeah, 18.
Okay. No problem. You walk around the.
Ooh, can I find a back entrance and staircase? 'Cause that would be
You don't see a back entrance exactly. You do see that the plot of land around the sitting duck. A lot of property is facing the front towards the towards the street, and there's a lot of buildings there. Behind it, it's actually a rather empty area. You do see there's this old mausoleum kind of in the distance, and then some other old plots of land.
Can I try and climb the wall and go into the room from the window?
Let's get there first. So, walking around though, you do see that there are in fact some windows.
Our room
And-
just didn't happen to be one of those.
Actually, there is a window in each room, and you could fairly easily. It's Lincoln log style,
Okay.
and you were in a corner room, so it'd be easy to get into your room.
Okay.
Getting directly into the room the men were sleeping in might be a little more difficult because they were in like the middle with nothing on either corner. So you'd have to try to get around there if you were trying to go directly into their room.
Do
But
these
there are
windows
windows.
have glass in them?
They do, yes.
Can I open them, or do I have to just break them?
You're not close enough to exactly tell from here, unless you recall, but you were sort of busy talking
Okay.
and drinking.
Because what I could do, there's only 2 stories to this building, right?
Yes.
There are many
Okay.
stories in this building.
Stop it.
Well, the bard wasn't gonna say it.
So I could climb up the corner, go across to the roof, to above the guy's window, and smash in that way.
You are thinking complicated, and I love it.
Or
Intelligence of
I could
50.
sneak into my own room and go down the hallway.
That is another possibility.
Or you could go in through the front door.
Yeah, if you're gonna go down the hallway.
But I could accidentally misjudge the length of the roof and smash in the wrong window, and that would be awkward.
That depends on how the dice roll, you know?
I'm going to go into my window.
Okay.
Because I think that's
Roll
safer.
an athletics check.
1. Close enough.
6.
Alright, so you see
Splinters.
The,
Nothing but splinters.
so you see where the window is, and you make a run to sort of like parkour, leap your way up, and you like take one foot, you jump off of the side of where the beams connect, and then you jump towards it and bam, hit your face into the wall, and throw it over. You just make a perception check.
Oh, yeah.
How about me? Didn't I just see her go over there?
You saw her walk around the other side of the building.
Hey! 13!
You hear very faintly.
I'm going to try this again.
All right.
12.
All right. So you do begin climbing your way up. You make it
Imagine
about.
you're climbing this just like Mowgli from the Jungle Book.
You're about halfway up. You do, however, notice that starting to come around one of the corners of the main street is a guard who's walking past.
Okay.
My boy.
Don't worry, I'm just trying to break into my own room.
What if
Because that goes
I
over
left
well.
the key in my room?
He doesn't see you yet. He's just like.
People. I would just-
If you look at the map, he's quite a while away. He's like
I
two
can't
buildings
tell where
over.
anything is on this map,
Oh, okay.
so I
There
have
are
no
no
idea what's
labels.
happening on.
Other than Turin Town. Sorry.
Wait, we're the little thingy, I think.
Where's
Oh, you see the.
I think. aren't we
Okay,
that
so
one?
at the very center of the town, on the
little
upper
thingies,
left
I think.
from that, you see there's like the weird crossy building thing. That's the mausoleum I was describing. The building with the X in it, the half X in it.
Oh, maybe that's.
What? Where?
Which one are we in?
This building right here is the.
Yes,
Okay.
that's the duck. Might want to mark that.
Okay.
Which one's stuff?
Oh, that is the.
You were at the.
Wait, what's about the mausoleum? What's the mausoleum?
The mausoleum is the weird one behind it.
Okay.
Oh, Cambridge
so
drunk. That's cool.
I'm gonna
Can you use
try. I would like to hug into the building really, really close and hope he doesn't see me.
Roll a stealth check.
And if I fail that, I'm just gonna throw myself to the ground.
I thought you were going to say throw myself at him.
It worked with Jason.
This is
And
Jason's
now
brother.
look where Jason is.
What'd you roll? Yes! 3!
3.
3 on stealth. I'm going to throw myself
You're
to
a
the
barbarian,
ground.
honey.
You see whether
Throw yourself at the guard. It's your only hope.
Okay. So you're gonna throw yourself on the ground?
No, at the guard.
Does the guard notice me?
You do. He hears something. It's like you do see him starting to look around. He hasn't seen you yet.
Okay, I'm not going to move unless the guard sees me. If he does,
And then
he's
you're
now
going
dead.
to smile and slide down.
You're gonna kill the guard?
Possibly.
Your stealth is 3.
Yeah.
You're gonna kill
I
the
may
guard.
have an evil item,
Because he
but I don't
noticed
murder
you
people.
trying to climb into your own room.
Okay. He's rolling with disadvantage because he's so far away. The second roll was goofy, so I'm rolling that again. Okay. He looks over, sees you, and he starts walking over. He's about
You should have
A
a,
building
charming
between you and away.
conversation with him.
Okay, yes, alright.
You should
'Cause I-
convince him to kill this guy named Stefan.
I realize that killing him does not
Stefan is
actually
bad.
work with my alignment.
What's your alignment?
Chaotic good. So,
I mean, alignments can change, but I mean...
Basically, you
From
would
that moment
burn
on.
a village to kill.
I'm gonna jump
that guy.
down and start flirting with him.
Okay, roll an acrobatics check.
Are you sure that shouldn't be a performance check?
Are you
No,
sure he's not
acrobatics.
an elf?
15.
Cool.
This is self-preservation.
He is
I'm
the
gonna
most
look that up.
elf person you've ever met.
If he is an elf, then I'm gonna straight up murder the dude. But
So you leap off and land on your feet, and he now knows that you have seen him, and he's now walking over to you specifically.
hey,
Is there a problem here, ma'am?
no problem at all. I was just getting my morning workout in. You know, gotta stay toned.
I see. Hang on, I'm looking something up real quick.
Persuasion much?
You know, this
Lie,
town really
deception.
does not have a good have good gym facilities. Like, I just don't know what is up with this town. I just
I
have
mean,
not
well,
been able
you
to
just
find a
need to
good gym.
know where to look, really.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh.
So you must be quite the local. Can you show me around?
Hang on, real quick.
I'm also trying to
Okay.
get rid of him so I can go back into this room. And
You're gonna end up on a date.
Make your And someone's leaving us a message.
20.
You know,
Natural
like
20.
he's in
Nat
our room.
20.
Natural 20. Even though he actually is wearing a full face helmet, you do see like through parts of the little slits in his mask and of the helmet that he is indeed a half orc.
Half orcs are okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, if you're looking for a place to test yourself, there is the arena. We also have the proving grounds, which is mostly reserved for guards trying to get some more extra exercise in. You know,
Or extra.
there is
They're very extra.
there is an interesting character
Well,
around town.
He does work for the government.
Um,
Redundancy's a thing.
She's having a moment.
I just had an idea.
There is actually an interesting fellow in town. He's an orc, but he's not like most orcs that you'll meet. He's actually very calm and collected most of the time, and he's actually a monk. You know, if you want some training, he might be a good person to go meet, speak to. Perhaps set up a little bit of a sparring match with him occasionally.
That sounds amazing. Just curious, do you know if this monk friend of yours would be interested to know that someone that I'm loosely associated with stole an orc idol?
Did not steal. He was dead.
Stop.
Not stealing. Just dead.
I'm trying to make the story good. Would they be interested in regaining it? I'm very concerned that this being in my friend's possession. I think it's really not quite
Oh, we're
right.
friends.
He leans a bit closer to you and says,
Freedom of religion.
you know, when it comes to certain religious items, perhaps it's best that's left where it is. You did say stolen. Do you know from whom or where?
This guy he met in the woods.
Huh. Did you see this happen, or did you just know of it?
I was trying to avoid the situation, but I did see part of it.
Do you know what the other fellow looked like?
I honestly don't remember. What did the other dude look like?
The orc?
He was an
Giant
orc.
You
Okay,
so you
perfect
encountered him
orc.
in the forest.
Yes, on our way here.
Oftentimes, orcs you encounter in the forest are trouble, and perhaps it's not so much stolen as there's either an agreement, in which case it would best be left out of, or a spoil of some type of conquest, which is something we would best not get around the town.
True. I would just like this thing out of our collective lives and given back to the people who could rightfully take care of it.
Well, you could always speak to the monk. I am not a religious person. I don't really see the significance of this, but I can tell you're quite concerned.
It's got a weird looking face and it's
Well, there's also the Temple of
Has a
Yeshu
weird-looking
that you could
face.
speak to.
Why don't you just ask the idol about it?
Maybe we should go pick it up and take it and see if they're interested.
I think that's actual robbery now. I see that you're.
Can I roll to persuade him that we
Sure.
should?
We should steal it back.
Oh dang it!
What'd you roll?
You're doing great.
10.
You know, maybe you should hold an intervention.
I
or
tried.
Get some friends together. Tell him that you don't like the influence that this organization or affiliation has on him.
That really doesn't work on this guy.
Okay, well,
He's just hanging on to it because it
Maybe
annoys the
our
rest of us.
collective
Look.
is would.
I'm not religious. I don't have friends.
This poor guy.
I don't really know how to help you. If you have an idea, I'd be
His
willing to
friend, the
listen.
ways of growth.
But I don't know what to do.
Okay.
Is there?
I want to be his friend now.
He's going to make an insight check real quick.
Oh.
Is he gonna notice that I also have few friends and?
We'll turn him into a rogue wizard.
He doesn't notice your friend situation as he hasn't seen you in contact with any other people
And he
before.
can go step in.
But he does take a look around and he actually puts a rather firm hand on your shoulder and leans in. Were you trying to steal it just now? Was that why you were climbing that wall? Is that why you jumped down and started talking to me?
Well, now that you mention it, it was a really good workout. It honestly was, but now you're really hard to fool.
Thank you. We're trained.
I'm really not trying to.
Please come with me to jail.
Please come with me down to the station. We'll ask you a few more questions.
It'll be fun.
So, what was your name again?
Can I roll perception, see if I hear this conversation? Where even am I?
You're currently way on this other side of the building.
Yeah.
No, he should be like. We should be right almost under their window.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
the
there.
window's
I
back
went
here.
outside.
Oh.
The window's
Oh,
back
that's
here.
right. You went out.
Because the front door's on
Wait
that
a minute.
side, right?
I thought you were still in the room.
Yeah, no, the window is back there, I think. Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you have the second story right there, so just superimpose it.
Yeah, actually, you would be right in the very front. You'd be right in the middle of the street, and okay.
Can I walk
For the sake of story, I'm going to say that you actually went around the back and you've been trying to sneak in the wrong window, or else you were trying to sneak in on Main Street.
I was trying to sneak in through their window. That's now the official story.
But where was?
That's on Main Street, so
Oh,
like
dang it.
5 guards would have seen you. I'm just
I was trying to
You
climb
didn't know
up
which
through the
one
back.
their
through the
window
back. You're
was.
trying to climb up through the back.
There we go.
There we go. All right.
But,
Yeah, and then sneak down a hallway till I could get into the room.
So when you're trying to see
Whatever.
this guard,
It
you're
made sense.
getting frequently more concerned. You're just trying to shake his hand.
I asked him what his name was.
Oh, you asked him what his name was.
Yeah, the chat says Francis, but
His name was Francis. Okay.
No,
Thanks,
not Francis.
Chad.
We can call him Frank.
no.
My mother named me
No.
Francis.
Then we can say, to be
nice
perfectly
to
frank,
meet you,
Stan's
Francis.
dead.
What do your friends call you?
I don't have any friends. Thanks for
over
mentioning
this.
it.
You are a horrible person.
Well, I can be your friend. What would you like me to call you?
Francis.
Nice to meet you, Francis. I'm Chakal.
Hey, we actually had an interaction and they learned each other's names. It never happens.
Nice to meet you, Chakal. Now, I just want to know,
Never.
were you trying to steal that item you were speaking of a moment ago by climbing through that
Something
window?
else.
I just told you.
Holds recorder close.
Like the poor
You
little
told me
goblin
you were
who
trying
died
to
in
get an
the
exercise and then started talking about this thing with your friend.
I miss him.
This is starting to be, what do the sailors call it? Fishy. I appreciate the bribery of friendship.
I
That's
thought
right. Call it
I
what it is, Francis.
thought I
I
already
like
told
this
you.
man.
I was trying to protect my buddy by taking this idol away from him because I think it's having a bad influence on his life. And return it to its rightful
Don't know my
owners.
story.
But I wasn't sure how that would be perceived, so that's why I called it a workout at first. But then I thought you might be, sympathetic, so that's why I told you everything.
Roll a persuasion
I'm
check.
trying to steal it.
What is it? I can't see it.
Yes! 4! 4 in persuasion.
I was thinking.
His arm on your, his hand on your shoulder
Bail you out of jail.
grasps a bit more. Says,
Or whatever.
all right. We have a few options here. Either I take you directly to this monk or this temple or to your friend, or you can walk down with me to the station and we have a bit of a discussion. Perhaps some other heads with my superiors can help you sort out your problem and complaints.
Okay.
If you have a grievance with this individual, we have a legal system to take care of this. Breaking and entering a public location is frowned upon in Tyrantown.
The law's on my side.
Okay. I'm sort of debating if I should just punch him out and run for it and say, guys, let's go.
That's a really bad idea.
Or if I should
If
just
you
go
not
and talk to him.
accidentally hit a citizen in Whiterun, it doesn't end well.
That was an actual run for punching.
Well, I mean, if you kill everybody, then it's not so bad.
Yeah, but there's some people who can't die.
Yeah.
You just fall down and eventually get back up.
I think we're gonna go talk to the monk, I guess.
Talking to the monk?
Yeah.
The headless monk.
I would really rather, leave, because I don't do awkward situations, but
You are an awkward situation.
pretty much. Yeah, I know.
You know, if you just talked about your issues.
So you want to talk to the monk?
No, but that's what we're doing.
All right. I'm not sure if this is the best plan, but I don't know what we're doing anymore. So here,
Me
Call for
neither.
backup.
let's have a walk. He threads
in
his
the
arm
paddy
through
wagon.
yours in almost like an old-timey walking down the Sunday street type of thing, but with a bit of force there, so you get the idea he does not want you leaving.
Do they pass by in front of the,
They do go in front of the building
I
and
can
start
just
walking across the main
wave.
town. You're still inside the building, though. Oh,
I know, but
you
if
can
they
see them
pass
through a
in
window.
front, Just go.
Roll a perception check real quick. Not
Me?
you, Chakal.
Dear me. 6.
You don't notice this at all. You don't notice the wave at all.
I'm just.
So we found this cool idol.
However, Gregory, you totally notice this.
Totally freaked out right now.
You see her being walked arm in arm with this guard across the street. So,
She just hooks up with people wherever she goes.
all right. We'll be going over to
It's her
to
thing.
Royal Park. So that would be here on the map. Okay.
Oh,
By the
okay.
castle, it's a little round park.
Oh, that's the castle?
I'm gonna call
Yeah.
after Chakal and say, "Ahoy! Where are you headed?" Well, not ahoy.
Francis looks
Maybe
at
No.
he picked up a few things.
he looks at you real quick with a odd look. Goes back. Is this the fellow you were talking about?
No. He's totally cool. He's fine.
Okay.
He's pretty normal.
He
Really?
calls back. Oh, we're just going on a little walk. You can come by if you want, but there's business that we need to do. And just walks off with Chakal.
All right. See you later, Chakal.
Are you sure you don't want to tag along?
I'm too stupid for that.
Okay.
He doesn't pick up on social cues.
So you end
No,
up
I literally was like, no, you can come. You can.
roll a
okay.
persuasion check. Because that's been going so good for you.
Wait. Should I
Alright, that's actually
roll
pretty
perception or something?
Sure.
But how would that mesh with?
16 persuasion. Hey, why didn't you come with us?
You get the sense that
Okay.
she does want you to come with them, but you can make up your own mind about what you want to do. I mean, you got your own stuff to do.
All right. I'll accompany. I would be glad to come with you, Chakal.
Great.
The guard. Okay. Follow me then. He does not hold on to you at all, but he does remain his grip on Chakal.
I'm gonna hang on to him because I don't want to lose him. You're
So
not
Captain
walking.
Sue comes back. He's like, "Where is everybody?" Well, I saw this guard take them outside. I don't care.
And you didn't do anything.
So
No, we are now
course
walking Wizard of Oz style down.
so you end up in this park over here, which is Royal Park.
Okay.
I'm a wizard.
And there's a
Wonderful.
No. Okay.
So there's actually a small pond with a bridge going over it. There's some nice little tables set up. This is very much a formal people get together and meet park, and maybe perhaps there's ceremonies there. There's this little gazebo or pagoda-like structure. You get the idea that this is not meant for playing, really more for like weddings, funerals, formal get-togethers that would happen in the courtyard of the main keep. And you see in the middle of this gazebo pagoda-like structure.
No one's getting engaged.
No one's getting engaged, actually. You see, there is
Well,
a
that
guy.
would be arranged.
A very
I mean, Helen does want to cast ceremony again.
True.
a sitting figure, but he does look quite tall and muscular, with a very, very dark green, almost black hair.
Dark green is black?
Dark
Hey,
green,
like
almost
my arm
black.
guards.
And he has these pointed ears, and you see he's sitting cross-legged on the ground with a deep. And as you guys walk up, he
Punches a boulder into the sky.
he stands up, and with his legs crossed, he just stands up and immediately turns around to you in a standing position, gives a slight bow. Hello.
Hi, I am Chakal. This is my friend Gregory.
Hello.
This is also Francis, who I assume that you know.
Hi, Francis. And Francis looks at him. Hello, Cestus. They would like to speak to you about something. Cestus looks at the two of you.
We have an
Okay.
awkward situation we would like to talk to you about.
We do.
Okay.
Yes! Yes, we do!
That's a good idea. Thank you, Cambria.
I think I can see where this is going.
They want to actually see what's going on here.
Oh. Cool.
Why don't you mention, Gregory, that thing
They're right
that
there.
our dear friend picked up the other day?
Oh, you mean Stefan?
Meanwhile, Cestus is still standing here, looking a little.
Why does he look so worried?
Oh, that's
That's
his
what orcs
confused
do.
face.
Oh.
Roll a
Did
perception
I-
check.
Yeah.
Did I know what the
Because he's
what the
worried that
thing
he
was?
should know something, but he doesn't
like-
know it.
The idol, you did prestidigitation on it to make it have a mustache.
I know, but like,
Another 2. How about that?
did I know it was?
I'm
like,
very bad at these, okay?
Um,
I noticed nothing.
Yeah, so he
And I'm with Gregory, so he knows
he is an
nothing.
orc. You can tell that. Do you wish to try to perceive anything about him, or?
Or find out what's happening in
Sure.
the situation.
Natural 20.
Oh,
I feel
good.
like this is gonna be out of character.
You take a quick look at him, and you did do a bit of research of the peoples that you might encounter here. And while you were speaking with Hefty Metal back at the monastery or the priory, he did give you some physical description of how to tell orcs from half orcs. And this is an orc, definitely. And you do also know that their lifespan is generally to about 30 years old is like the absolute max someone might get. So he is around 12 or 13 apparently, which is fully grown for an orc. And he has a slightly scared look in his eye, like everything's a little unnerving to him. And you do see that there's a slight tremble in his hand. It looks like you may have interrupted him in a moment of vulnerability.
Sir, are you feeling alright?
Yes, I'm feeling quite fine, thank you. I just sometimes sometimes, as my friend over there can tell you, we
He lied.
have some
Does have friends.
difficult moments. It runs in our blood. Francis is nodding a bit. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make this about myself. You said there was a thing? There was a problem thing?
Problem thing.
I'm starting to think that maybe this guy is not the most helpful person to talk to. But
Starting
we're
to.
here.
Roll an insight check.
But can you cast ceremony?
Hey,
Um,
not a 2.
13.
Okay, you know, this guy seems not the brightest tool in the shed. He's not the sharpest star in the sky.
Not a sharp anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he does seem very earnest.
I need to think of a way to get Gregory and Francis to go off together for some stupid reason, so I can get this guy. What's his face?
Francis.
No.
No.
The
Cestus.
Cestus. To come back with me and steal the idol thing. Because he might be dumb enough that I can get him to do that.
Oh, that's gonna be hilarious. Make it work.
Oh no!
You just find Cestus and Chakal climbing into.
What can I do to get Gregory and Francis to...
You can try to persuade him to take a walk.
Take a walk. Take a.
Just point me to some interesting looking thing. I'll leave.
Gregory! That castle over there looks so cool, and I'm sure that my good friend Francis knows everything about it. He would love to give you a tour. Why don't you and Francis go explore the castle? Francis, won't you please tell him everything about the castle
Is that true,
and how
Francis?
that gate works? Because I'm sure that gate, the inside one, is really cool.
Now that you point my attention to it, I would love that, Francis. Could you?
Okay, Hannah, roll persuasion with advantage because Gregory is enthralled by this right now. So,
Persuasion against me?
no, persuasion against
Francis.
Francis.
Okay.
With advantage, so you take the higher
Yeah.
number.
They were both 2. Can I please reroll?
Wait, but what does
Given
that
how
make?
you've
3?
rolled exclusively 2 so far, this once, sure.
She rolled another 2.
No! 18!
Plus anything?
20. Total
Total
20.
20?
Yes! Yes!
Okay.
I need this so bad.
He gives you a look, but meanwhile, now Gregory's like chattering at him and like prancing around. He's like,
Can you please just haul the dude off?
and he just looks at us and says, you just keep an eye on her and don't let her out of your sight until I get back, all right?
Yes! That's exactly what I
Cestus
wanted.
looks at him. Okay, is there trouble? No, but there might be. Okay. So he goes off, and with Gregory, and we'll get to what you guys do in a bit. All right.
Cestus, I am in great trouble, and you're the only person who can help me.
What's the matter? Is someone after you? Is there? What's the problem?
She's racist.
This is true.
Oh no, the map's flying away. The world's destroyed. Oh no.
An acquaintance of mine
Did you
has
actually
I
stolen
did. I went like
a
this.
small...
Did not steal it.
Okay. Has obtained...
Looted
You were
Looted...
a dead body.
A dead body.
That Stefan killed.
To
That's true.
obtain
Stefan did
a
kill him.
Stefan
small
was the murderer. He was the bloody murderer. I didn't do
idol
nothing. I
of
just
God
benefited from it.
of your peoples.
I stole
And I am so upset over this matter. Also, it's got a weird face.
the face is
And I would
normal.
love to
That's
restore
racist.
it to your peoples so that it can be in its proper place. I need you to restore balance to the universe.
Wow.
What item
Did you say that?
is this?
It's a small little wooden guy. I didn't get a really good look
This
at
is
it.
gonna be bad.
What does it look like?
Small little wooden guy.
It now has a weird smell.
Okay, so
I don't really know
you
what it looks
describe the item.
I described the item
But
because
does
I
she
don't.
remember how it actually looks, or just the way Gregory made it?
Roll a history check.
Can I please just describe it correctly? Because I don't remember
Okay.
personally.
But
But I'm sure Chakal would because.
roll a deception check.
She's not trying to deceive him at all.
12?
Okay.
He's
Cool.
kinda dumb.
Awesome. Hang on. I just
Hopefully
need to
he's
remember
dumb
something real
enough. That's all I need.
quick. Okay. So as you start describing the item,
Intelligence.
and he's like, "And how did you get this? Or how did your companion get this?"
Yes.
Ooh, big word.
Important moment for us. He looted it off a dead body that he found in the woods. I told him not to do it, but he did. I didn't want him to do it, but he did.
I tried to steal
And
it.
you want this to be returned to my people?
Well, Well, I do believe it came from your people, so I'd like it to be returned there. Or to the people that it belongs to. I just
It belongs to me.
would like it returned.
Okay. Are you trying to persuade him that, or are you trying to deceive him of this?
I'm trying to persuade him he desperately wants to help me.
Right.
She thinks that. She's persuading him.
But do you want it returned to the orcs, or do you just want it out of Micah's hands?
I would like it returned to the orcs, because it would get it out of Micah's hands.
Okay.
They're not mutually.
Okay.
I will also settle for throwing the thing in the harbor if I have to.
Why didn't you ask me? If I had gotten it, I would have chucked it into the water.
Because I was avoiding him and I don't think about it, I don't know.
That's true, I was gone.
I was asleep when you left, so.
Yeah.
So, he came across this on a body.
Yes.
Something's vibrating the entire house right now. Anyway.
Somebody's got a leaf blower.
Yeah. Anyway, so,
Make that roll.
how did that body get there? Where was this?
It was on the road, and this guy was dead, and somebody killed him.
Was it someone of your team?
I may have been a guy that had been traveling with us, but he wasn't officially of our party.
Okay.
Like,
And
we were
who
escorting
was
him.
this person? Who,
He's a former pirate,
the deceased or the assailant?
the assailant,
And the deceased was?
an orc, and I'm pretty sure he attacked first. Yeah, he did. He was really angry.
Did you or did you not see this?
I was trying to avoid the whole situation, so I only saw part of it.
Roll a deception check.
Dang it! 7.
Okay.
I've got a big axe. It's okay.
Cool. Awesome. Fantastic.
Does he believe this? Please believe this. This is not going well.
As you finish saying that, you see there's a glimpse of recognition in his eyes. And he's like, "You're lying!" He's going to make 3 strikes at you.
Oh!
Great.
One of them missed, and he rolled 2 natural 20s.
Oh!
So
Why'd you
that
roll?
was, that's
Roll.
8
We're gonna be rolling
points of damage for the first one, doubled to 16.
Goodbye.
And that's 9 points of damage, doubled to 18.
I shouldn't have left.
Do I have a total of 18? Or I have
No, you
How
have.
far away are you now?
What?
I said, how far away are you now?
Be
That's a good question.
34 points of damage.
How far away am I?
I'm very dead!
Okay,
You're unconscious.
so you're unconscious. So
He
you're
goes-
lying.
I only have 28 points of
He
damage.
takes one punch right into your solar plexus.
Ow.
He goes for a kick. He goes right over your head, and he turns around the third fist. Hits you right in the jaw, and you come onto the ground unconscious. And as far as you're aware, that's it. You are unconscious. Moving over to Grady.
Please save my life.
Should I roll perception or something?
Roll a perception check, I guess.
Hear things.
Oh, gosh.
16.
Okay. You're about towards, and you hear. You're pretty close, and you do hear a yell, and you do see. Turn around, you see a. And you don't see the strike, but you do see Chakal fall over, and you see that a very worried orc starts like picking her up and like
Starts digging a hole quickly.
actually like runs over to a table and is lying her down on it.
Ah!
Takes the knife, stabs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my.
Just before he does, Grump says hello.
I really did not expect to play my backup character so soon. If I have to, I mean, I have a setup for it.
So
This one's racist against Azamar.
So
That's
Chakal,
also
you
racist.
realize at the last possible second
Why?
before unconsciousness strikes you that this guy's flaw is he doesn't understand lying, but when he understands that it's happened, he gets violently upset.
Well, that was a bad time.
So he's not even mad that someone killed his
That's why it was important
Who
between
killed
persuading
Fluffy?
Okay.
Why are you listening to Despacito? Because I died.
It's a meme of something sad. Play Despacito.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's true.
Anyway.
Alexa, play Despacito.
That's
So-
what it says on the chat.
Yes, that's the meme.
That's
Okay.
the meme.
So, Gregory,
Okay,
you see,
sorry,
you see
I'm late to the internet party.
so he
Apparently.
lays her down on the table. Is there anything you want to do, or do you want to keep checking out these really incredible gates that you heard about?
Save my life! I am dying
The
over
gates
here.
are more important right
Well,
now.
I assume I'm gonna point it out to the guard. Is the guard gonna
It's like, oh
like
look, she
do
fainted.
something?
The guard looks over. Stay here.
Sure.
Don't stay there.
And he just doesn't even listen to you. He just rushes over to Cestus. You see, there's a quick conversation, and Francis looks over at Chakal, walks back over to you. She's fine. She's fine. Would you
I'm,
like to
like,
see the gates, or
down
would you like to?
10 hit points.
Would you like to see the gates, or would you like
Whatever.
to see your friend? She'll be fine. Maybe a bit of a headache.
A bit.
Well, that seems as if she must have taken a pretty good blow.
She did.
I'd hate to leave her here.
Oh, don't worry. She's a tough lady.
Can I telepathically
Magic
persuade
missile.
him?
No, you are unconscious.
That's
And
true.
our video output is low again. Why is that?
Yeah.
Okay, it says we're fine, but okay, whatever.
We're not fine. I'm dying.
You're fine.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. What's the worst
Maybe
that
you
could
should have
happen?
him roll persuasion.
I
to-
really have a
You're
hard time
fine.
trying
The
to-
grunge
counter
idol is
it.
fine.
He doesn't really care one way or the other. So,
Sure.
he roll an insight check.
Oh, that was
How
good.
are you rolling these things?
Because you're
18.
rolling all the twos for him.
You can,
That's how that works.
Hilton's not here. I have to do it.
yeah.
When someone's
So,
got to
you can tell he's actually a little relieved.
do it.
I'm relieved.
Yeah. I mean, I can show you the gates if you want to. Don't expect a royal tour. The Lord and Lady aren't here right now. They are actually in the mainland when the storm started. We haven't had any news from the mainland in a while.
Why?
Since the storm started.
Come to think of it, I don't know much about the
like a revolution
history of
to
this
me.
place. What, I don't know. What can you tell me about the royal family?
So he goes on a bit of a conversation and tells you that the Lord and Lady of this particular area was initially actually founded by humans some very long time ago, and then orcs invaded and took over the entire island. But then there was a family, the Tyrion family, that came back in and led the large rush to actually reclaim this island for Rakanto. And the Tyrion family has actually run this place ever since then, which has been about 50 years ago when the island was reclaimed, and it took a good 20 years to build the town as it currently is. Given still some resistance from the orcs, they built some strong walls and made the 20 towers of Tyrion Town, because they really like alliteration apparently. And they're currently striving to come to a peaceful resolution with the orcs, or just get the orcs off the island. There was going to be some sort of discussion on getting aid from the mainland of Rakanto, and then the storm started happening, and they lost contact with the Tyrion family, specifically Lady Tyrion, who is in charge.
Well, that's quite interesting. To leave.
Rescue me.
How can you roll for rescuing?
Over
Take
here,
a
you'll
more
find
second.
you'll find the
Let me go.
portcullis and the
Even is this.
You can see these
These are all
archways
fine.
are
he starts showing you the portcullis and the levers and pulleys that make it raise and fall. If you feel like learning about this, you can roll an investigation check if you want.
How long do I have to live?
You're unconscious. You're not dying. You're
Okay.
unconscious.
Okay, I just
Fine.
wanted to be sure.
So just as long as no
He
other orc
decided
gets
to
angry.
finish you off non-lethally.
He decided to knock you out, not kill you.
Okay, so how many hit points do I have? 'Cause currently-
Zero.
Zero.
You're unconscious.
You're
Okay.
unconscious, but
Actually,
you're not dying.
roll a d4.
Pyramid.
Thank you. 4.
That's bad.
What?
You will gain 1 hit point in 4 hours, and you'll reawaken
Oh.
unless somebody gives you medical aid. In. So you're in a 4-hour coma at the moment.
Nice.
I suppose.
Oh, Cambria! Wow, thanks for that.
What'd you say?
Don't save her; it's not worth it.
I agree.
Hey! I thought we were friends.
Okay. Anyway, we're just gonna roll an investigation check
age
on
of
the
the elf.
on the.
Sure.
Okay.
So it's time for the age of the elf now.
9.
Okay. Plus your proficiency modifier. 11. Okay. You already have a basic understanding of how pulleys and levers work, and now you're like, oh, okay, you're incorporating counterweights into that. Okay, but you don't really get the specifics of the of how the thing works. But you get the general idea of it. Maybe if you came back later and worked on it some more, you try to make your own, you figure out more about it. You do recall that you don't have any more stuff to tinker out of right now, though, unless you disassemble anything you already made.
Right.
So, just keep that in mind.
Okay. Wait, so did he say... What did he say earlier? That...
Chakal's fine, she's a tough woman.
She's a strong, independent half-elf who hates elves, so she hates herself half the time.
Sounds good.
That's my ears.
But I always read.
Pointy.
Is there anything else you want to do?
Did he...
Save my life.
Is the castle open? Like, can we go
Sit
inside,
on
or
her
did he
and
say we
tinker
can't
a
go
bit.
inside?
No, you see that the main building is guarded and it looks like they're not allowing visitors. But the outer walls, you don't see any other people. You do see,
They're all dead.
you do see that there are quite a few guards there who are, some of them are eyeing you curiously, but they don't seem to be hostile or aggressive in any way. They just like, oh, I don't see that every day. They look quite bored, actually.
Okay. I'm gonna say, wait, do I know his name?
Francis.
I mean, I know his name.
Friends.
Yes,
say his name
Chakal
at some
introduced you.
point? Alright. Well, Francis, thank you for that explanation, but I think I'd best help out my friend over there. She... and I'm gonna go head over there.
He heads over with you, and he sees us. So, how's she looking? Oh, yeah, she hit the ground on the way down.
Wait,
she'll be
how do
up
you
for
hit
a
the
few
ground
hours.
on the way down?
Well, I mean, there's this rock here, so she hit the rock, and then she hit the ground.
I thought you didn't like lying.
No, you did hit the rock and then the ground also with your head. They just didn't see that. It was far away.
Your head was reshaped with the hand there.
That's fine, she doesn't use it that often.
I wasn't gonna say it, but
You know what? I should rewrite my character so she's brain damaged and comes back.
We can-
Intelligence -2.
What is your intelligence score, by the way? 10?
Yeah.
oh, you're
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
She's average.
I guess I could carry her back to wherever you guys are staying.
Oh god.
That's alright.
No.
No.
Yes, yes, yes.
I have the perfect thing to fix this.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Healing Word. Be a nice person.
Okay.
A nice
What does
goat.
that do?
Healing word is
I mean, yeah.
healing word isn't that 1d4 plus your
I believe so.
1d4 plus your spellcaster modifier.
I can double check. But I'm fairly positive that's what it is. Healing word, 1d4 plus spellcasting ability modifier.
Yeah.
No effect on undead or constructs. You can cast it as a spell slot of second level or higher, increasing it by 1d4 for each slot above the first.
So you expend a spell slot and you.
It's that many d4 plus.
Yeah. So
spellcasting.
roll a d4
3.
plus
What's the spell?
charisma is your
Oh, gotcha. 7.
7.
Yeah.
So Chakal. Chakal.
Yes.
Chakal.
Yes.
You wake up with 7 hit points remaining. You're now at 7 hit points.
Okay.
I don't feel so good.
You do have a splitting headache, and your stomach feels a little queasy right now.
Uh.
And you see.
You tossed your breakfast, but you didn't eat breakfast.
You see a grinning and slightly. Oh, what do you say as your healing word? What do you?
Oh, you mean I have to actually say a word?
Yeah.
I say.
Wake up! Wake up!
I don't know. Get up.
Okay, so you hear, "Get up."
Ah, okay.
Get up and walk.
You see,
What?
there is a guard who's behind a
A guard or Francis?
Francis, who is a guard, who is still behind his helmet. You see, his eyes are now looking at you with a, "What did I get myself into this morning?" look. And you see there's these very large brown eyes that almost look like there's almost like a tear starting to form in it. Are you okay?
Is this from
This is Cestus.
Cestus?
Who wrecked you?
Francis. Dude.
How many of them are you?
You should be careful trying to walk.
I will keep that in mind. Thank you.
Probably have a concussion.
He
Cestus.
hands you a rock. He's like, "You hit this on the way down." There's a rock about the size of his hand, which is enough for like both of your hands to hold.
Thank you. I will treasure this always as a sign of our.
No, he's
You better not
Yeah,
lie.
Roll for
No.
Hit her again!
12.
Okay. That's weird, but okay.
100 points of damage.
Do you need a hand to get back to where you're staying? Maybe.
You know what? That's cool. Francis, thank you for introducing us. We had a great talk.
Did you solve anything?
I decided to let the matter cease, and I'm going to go back and
Sleep.
yes,
I need a long rest.
Gregory, let's go back to the duck.
We're gonna go sit.
You may not be sure if I said duck or dock, so I'll just let you interpret that as you wish.
Should I roll a perception?
Roll a whimsy check.
Roll a d20.
We're going to go see ducks. Oh boy, I haven't seen a real duck yet.
That
I
do
need to go get some
whatever
bread.
you feel is best. Chakal's chapter has ended for the moment. We're now on you.
I'm just sort
We'll
of
get to you
out of
eventually,
it, and
Micah,
I'm
I'm
trusting
sorry.
that we're gonna get somewhere. It's okay.
Wait. So what exactly did you say?
Dock or duck?
Let's go back to the duck.
Yeah.
So whatever you heard, whatever you heard, that's what we're gonna do.
All right, we
Yeah.
can go back to the sitting duck.
Okay.
You know, come to think of it, I never did get breakfast this morning.
That is a great idea. We should do that.
I need coffee.
So the two of you make your way
I'm
back
the
to the
only one
duck.
that have breakfast.
With Francis following you as soon as you make your way in, he leaves.
Nah.
I'm
Yeah.
out there.
Not doing that again.
So now I'm just close on you guys for now.
Yeah.
Micah, thanks for being patient. What are you
Sitting
doing?
here this whole time.
As soon as I saw them leave, I excused myself from Susan, and I'm going to make my way towards the arena.
All right, so you make your way down towards it's the lower left-hand corner of the map. There's this circle with these four little circle
Yep,
things on
I
it.
remember what it looks like.
All right. You spend about 20 minutes making your way over there, just following the main streets. I take it you're not no side diversions, just straight there. Yeah. Okay.
I am all business.
You
So am I.
you get
To
almost a
knocked out
little-
more.
I accomplish my business.
you get a slightly turned around just for a moment because there's no actual direct street there, and but someone points it looking for the arena.
Yes.
It's that way. There's no direct road there. It's an old part of town.
Thank you.
Find Orktown, you're in the right area. So, walking a bit further around over there, you find several orcish-style buildings. A lot of them are round-roofed huts with long rafters sticking out from all the ends, almost like skeletal bones.
Almost like
through.
these pictures on the map.
Yeah, almost like this picture on the map. Yeah.
What do you know?
And you find your way at the arena, and you do hear it's pretty quiet on the inside right now. You do hear some clanging back and forth, and there is there's a guard actually at the front there, not a like city guard, but just a hired hand, making sure the trouble doesn't happen.
I will go up to him. Excuse me, but who do I see about,
Beating people up for entertainment.
who do I see about, entertaining the crowds around here?
Oh, well, you'll have to come when we have a large crowd to entertain, but if you want to start getting your name known, maybe a bit of training, lay down a wager against somebody, we can set that up right now.
I just need to earn a bit of cash quickly.
Well, head on in, you'll find a few of the other fellows in there. Maybe one of them will take up a wager.
Alright, I go inside.
Alright. As you go inside, you see that there's it almost seems like it's built like a forum originally, with like an amphitheater for maybe like a court hearing or a large town meeting of some kind.
So where people can lay down the law.
You look up at the open roof and you see that it's actually not a perfect circle. It looks like some parts were chipped and cracked, and as if there once was a dome originally on top of this building that had been destroyed at some point. You do see there is actually quite a few, some more professional looking people, some amateurs around there, demonstrating some techniques to each other, boasting, speaking loudly, paying attention to what's going on, maybe. Just a variety of people. Some here looking for fun, some people trying to improve them. Quite a few people just look kind of bored.
Who looks like the freshest piece of meat?
I don't know. Let me look at the NPC chart over here and I'll see who looks like the freshest piece of meat.
Are you asking me that of your god?
Okay, nope, not him.
Yeah.
What was that?
I'm hoping you weren't going to be doing that.
Yeah, no, not yet.
Thank you.
Uh,
I appreciate that.
No, you do see that guy there though. He's just looking at everyone, looking a little smug.
Oh, it's another smug one.
But you do
that
see.
is a challenge rating like 8.
5. Yeah.
Might as well be 8 for me. I would die in 1 hit.
So he's hang on, let me just check it. Let me just check his damage real quick.
If it is
2d6 plus 4 for 1 hit.
Well, I would survive minimum damage.
Yay.
But he has multi-attack, doesn't he?
He does.
I would die.
Anyway. So you do see a rather fresh-faced young man there. About 17, 18 almost. And he's practicing some swings around with the sword.
You.
Me?
Yes, you. How about a match?
Like a friendly match or like a serious match? Because I'm pretty new here.
Well, I have to start somewhere. And why not start at the bottom?
Okay. Cool. We could do a bit of a match, I guess.
Yes, and why don't we make it a little interesting? 5 gold pieces to the winner.
Just you and me?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a lot of money just throw down on a basic match, and you seem kind of confident.
Well, how about this? How about we flip a coin? Heads, we could do the 5 gold pieces. Tails, we take it easy and just have a match for fun.
Okay, how about this? Heads, we do 5 gold pieces, but it's me and a friend.
All right.
Tails, just for fun.
All right. I flip my lucky coin.
It lands on heads. things and stuff. All right, so all right, changing out the maps.
Before we enter into the arena, I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
I'm not going to die. You're crazy.
Foolish mortals.
All right. Yes, I know this is not the quite proper setup, but it's about the right size.
Gonna murder me some fools.
Can I have your?
You
small-
have my mini.
Oh, do I?
I'm the devil.
Where's the devil?
The devil is in the details. He's right there. He's right there. Nope.
That's my mini.
This is not. I mean, this is
You
the
covered
other
up
guy.
all the things, so I can't see him. I was over there. You took me, and then maybe I got blown off.
Maybe he's.
Oh, I see myself.
Oh yeah, you're way over here. Okay, cool. So you're over here, and I'm going to grab a couple of. All right. These training dummies are going to represent these training dummies.
That's accurate.
All right. Roll initiative. What's your initiative?
15.
All right. They rolled horribly. They're going after you are.
Excellent.
So it is your turn.
As a bonus action, I'm going to enter into my Blade Song.
Okay. What do you sing?
Sing, I am the champion, my friends.
All right.
I'll keep on fighting till you're dead.
Both these guys look like, huh? And you do see in the distance a hooded figure does stand up and move a respectful distance away, just standing there, arms crossed, not doing anything.
And I'm going to move and angle myself so that I can catch them in a 15-foot cone, if that's possible.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
So
I can just step forward.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, I think I can get them. 'Cause it's
How far range is it?
It's 15, so it'd be go.
Yeah, you're at max range right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Until
So
he
I'm going to
starts
cast
coming.
Burning Hand.
What?
All
I
right,
know, right?
you do that. Did they make a save or anything?
Yes, they must make a
Who's
dexterity saving throw.
Why?
Okay.
Kelton.
Of what? What did they have to beat?
They have to beat a 13.
Okay. One of them succeeds. One of them matches it. Does he fail or does he succeed? If
He
matches?
succeeds.
Okay, they both succeed.
So they take half damage.
Cool. How much
Bye.
damage is that?
I'm finding it. Here we go. 3d6. They take. So half of 7, so they take 3 points of fire damage.
All right. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. This guy's gonna move right in front of you here. And he's going to attack you with his spear. That's a 14 to hit.
Nope.
All right, misses. And this one is going to run up this way. Over there. He's also going to attack you with his spear. He rolls a natural 1. So he swings around. This guy ducks. Even though it's far enough away, he just ducks out of reaction. And he does land prone right there. The second... Oh, that's both their turns. That's it for them.
I need to look at my cantrips because I have really cool ones.
Interesting things are happening. Lots of things are going intense. We really need some background music.
Not going to do.
I kinda
wait,
wish
I can't
was
do
a
that.
bard.
I will step forward so that I'm in between them. And I'm going to cast Booming Blade.
Okay, so you're like right here now?
Yes.
Okay.
So, sorry, not booming blade. Sword burst. So they each need to make a dexterity saving throw, but he is prone.
So he has disadvantage on that, right?
I don't remember if he just automatically fails or if he has disadvantage.
I will check that out. Conditions.
I have it right here. Prone. Doesn't say anything actually about dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
Which is weird.
Yeah,
I would
prone.
assume that would be a problem.
You would think so, but nope.
An attack roll against the creature has
That's fine.
Okay. Sure, they both get. Is this considered a melee attack?
No, it's just a spell effect. They just.
Okay. Well. Well,
Try to save.
I'm pretty sure fails. What's the DC? 13?
Yeah.
Okay, he fails. The other guy succeeds. So.
So the guy who fails takes 1d6 force damage. He takes 2 points of force damage
Alright.
as magical blades buzzsaw around me. And I don't really have any.
And the guy who takes full damage? Oh, wait, the guy who takes.
It's a cantrip, so you only take damage if you fail.
Got it. Alright. Good to know.
That's my turn.
So the first guy in the gladiator pit is going to say where he is. He's now switching over weapons from his spear because he's now quite a bit closer, and he's going to switching up his grip on it so he's a lot closer up hand, and he's going to attack with you with it again. That's a total 18.
Nope.
Okay, he misses. The other
I'm
guy.
not wearing armor.
The other guy
I'm
is going to
magic and
spend half his movement to stand up. Do you get opportunity attack when they stand up from prone in your melee range? No? Okay. And he is also going to take a stab at you. That's a total 21.
I'm going to use my reaction to cast shield
Okay.
and make my armor class 24.
Alright. So that misses. As he pulls in with the spear, it looks like it's gonna make it, and then it just gets deflected right off. And they're both now looking at you like a, oh, that's why you're so confident about this. That's their turns.
All right.
Now you sweep the floor with them.
Yes.
Or you fall on your face, either one.
Unsure. I'm going to cool.
I'd just like to note that I'm using the same stats for them as Francis has.
Okay.
Used all my spell.
Francis had stats.
You know what? I'm going to
Yeah.
cast Booming Blade and attack the guy behind me. So I make a melee spell attack.
Okay.
That's good. That is a total 20.
That hits.
So he takes 7 points of piercing damage.
Alright, this is the guy behind you.
Yes.
He is out on the ground.
Oh, cool. If he was still alive, if he would move, he would take 1d8 thunder damage.
Oh, okay. Well, he is quite unconscious at the moment.
That's my turn.
Okay.
I just
So
turn and look at the other guy.
seeing his ally taken down, he's going to take yet another spear attack at you. And he actually, like, as he makes this attack, you actually grab his spear and start pulling it towards away from yourself. But you now actually have his weapon in both your hands, and you knocked him off balance. He rolled a 1.
Then I'll just use Booming Blade again.
Okay.
Ooh, that's an 11.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. Is that against his armor class, or is that...
Yeah, I'm still trying to attack him.
Okay, so that's not a save thing.
No.
Good, because you rolled a 1 on the save that didn't happen. Okay, so that's your turn?
Yep, that's my turn.
Okay, he's now going to attempt to grapple you, because he's now right next to you.
What?
So he rolled a 6th strength, so that's against your athletics or dexterity.
Is it?
It's either athletics or acrobatics to get out of the grapple.
Oh. Ha! I have advantage on acrobatics checks while I'm
Good for you.
in
Roll
my
better than a
song.
6.
Oh, I definitely did. I got a 24.
So as he's still tripping forward, he just kind
Can't
of
touch this.
like Okay. That's gonna be it for him.
I will stab him. I don't need Booming Blade. I am just going to try and stab him with my dagger. Natural 20.
Okay, you hit.
Do you want me to roll the dice twice or just double?
Roll it and double it.
3, 6, 9 points of piercing damage.
He goes down. The moment that happens, you see the hooded figure who is standing behind.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Takes a few steps forward and starts administering some either minor healing potions or just basic medicine. You can't really tell from exactly where you're standing. You two are busy gloating at the moment, and you see the one who's just been knocked unconscious stands up, and the other one he just kind of drags off the field. A few moments later, he walked back over with a small coin purse.
Yes, this is from them to you. They're feeling a little groggy at the moment.
Okay.
How much is it?
It's
5 gold?
It's 5 gold.
Excellent.
Most of that is actually in silver coins, and there's 3 gold coins there. But it's the equivalent of 5 gold.
Okay, so it's 10 silver. Okay. Pleasure doing business. Now I'm going to go to the blacksmith, Vol.
Okay.
Which Susan told me about, so I know where it is.
All right. So you make your way over.
That is how combat is done. No hit point lost.
Where did the map go, by the way? Oh, it's on the ground again.
Yeah,
Sweet,
no.
fantastic.
Would you like to borrow a map?
By the way,
I would offer it to you, but the 2 unintelligent members of the party have maps. Because reasons.
I'd like to
I
note
object
that
to all of these statements, which I resemble very strongly, but still.
All right, so you make your way over here to the small building marked A, which is you actually pass the sitting duck on the way there, and you see Chakal sort of stumbling, walking back over, and Gregory almost skipping along very cheerfully, and they both enter back into the sitting duck.
I continue on my way and don't interact with them.
Okay. So you make your way over, and you come into Vol's shop. You hear ping, ping, ping of the hammer being worked.
Can I just take a moment to notice?
And
Those were some
back?
spell points well spent.
we good? We're on. All right.
Okay. So can I just... I rolled 17 to notice that Idris is not there. Can I make a comment to Gregory about going upstairs and seeing if we can find the booth? I'm sorry, I'm very tired and I have a one-track mind. It is all I can think about right now.
You're also quite injured, but sure, you can do that.
I'm also
you can mention this to Gregory.
Yeah.
Gregory's live upstairs.
Well, yeah, it's good. So,
Of course.
All
can
right.
you help me upstairs?
Well, how else do you think I won that battle?
Strange to come back into.
You missed it. I won without losing a single hit point.
Oh,
No, because I'm walking into
so
walls.
surprised.
So Chakal says,
Finish it
"Hey,
off.
can you help me upstairs?" Do you help her, or do you just leave the poor sod as she is?
Put some ale
Well,
in her.
certainly.
Fine.
Thanks. I just, how many stairs are there? Because it looks like there's. Do we take the staircase on the left or the right?
Doesn't
That is an
matter.
excellent
They both go
question.
upstairs.
Oh, I didn't even know we had 2 staircases.
We do
There's
have two.
two.
There are 2 staircases.
I was
Guys, I'm
doing a
seeing
like.
double. Oh, wait.
Do we take the ones in the middle or the ones in the outside?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be like.
We take the ones in the middle or the ones in the center?
Or the ones in the side.
There's
Well,
only ones on the side.
By the way, we have 12 viewers.
Okay,
Outside.
I start walking towards the
Wait, is
staircases.
Cestus still? Wait, or is it just us? It's just us.
Yeah, Cestus is back at the park, and Francis left you guys as soon as you got to the dock.
Cool.
So you help
So
her
we're
upstairs?
going upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm walking straight towards the bar because I can't tell that that's not where the stairs are.
I steer you towards the stairs.
Okay, we go up the stairs.
Okay.
And I accidentally stumble into the guy's room because I'm trying to find the idol, but I accidentally...
The door is locked.
Roll a deception check.
I accidentally break down my
Dang it.
Where's
Perception?
Where's
the deception?
10.
10. Okay. Gregory, if you feel like it, go ahead and make an insight check.
Insight. 8.
Okay. You don't seem to.
You're not very insightful, are you?
She seems to have accidentally wandered to your door.
I accidentally wander into the room and start looking around.
The door is locked.
Oh, it is?
It is locked.
Dang it.
You have a key to your room.
Who's this?
I start
You
trying...
wanted my
Oh,
help
that's
with
currently
exactly?
every halfling so far.
wanted to get to...
I only
Every
have the one.
My
halfling,
room?
child, or little person we come
I was
across.
just gonna get to my room.
Your room is this one.
Right. That's why this one's locked.
I think perhaps you'd better lay down. It seems you really did hit your head on that rock. Does
Yeah.
you still have the rock?
I'm still carrying this stupid rock. It's my new...
It's a part of you now.
And while you're at it,
I need to
you
write
wanna
that
put
down.
down.
You write that
Head
down.
trauma rock.
I have a rock, guys.
That's great. I have a grump idol.
I'm going to ask Gregory.
Gregory.
You know that
Yes.
little idly thing that Idris
Gregory.
collected yesterday?
Yes. Oh, you mean the one I put a smiley face on?
Yeah, that one.
I think it looks so much better now, don't you?
You know, I really can't remember. It would really help if I could take a look at it again. I'd really like to look at the work you did on it.
Oh.
Maybe we can work some more on it and improve it.
Make a deception check.
You're lying! Should I make a
If you want to.
anti-check or...
You can make an insight check if you want to.
It's 15.
7.
She seems generally interested in trying to make that happen.
Because now I'm going to try and make him destroy it by accident.
And all be destroyed in the wood in which it was carved.
I assume... I know it's in Idris's bag, right?
Be interested. We could find an interested buyer if we made a really beautiful piece of modern art out of this thing. And I think you're just the craftsman to make it just that special piece.
Well, I don't know exactly how much modern art goes for around here, but see, the problem is I'm more of a tinkerer. I don't generally deal with artistic sort of things. If you'd like to, perhaps, but I'm not sure that I feel comfortable taking things out of Idris's bag.
You're so noble. Yeah, where are you?
I don't know. Am I back yet?
No, you're still. This is happening while you're still actually at this point. You
So-
still walk. At this point, you've just like found.
Yeah,
The
I know I
docks.
was gone for a while.
Okay. You're so noble. So glad that you are on this quest. You know what? That's okay. Maybe we can make something useful out of it. We'll talk to Idris later, I'm sure. I'm just gonna go lie down for a little bit.
So you go to your
That
room.
sounds best.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, she still tries the door.
All right.
Just in case it was lying earlier.
Moving
actually.
back over to
Sorry, I just had to check.
to Micah, Idris.
Thank
So you make your way to the workshop. You hear the ting 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 of the anvil, and you're there, and you see there's actually a two-part building. There's the smithy area, and then there's a general goods store.
Well, the smithy would probably have what I'm after. I'll go in there.
So you walk in there, and you see there's a dwarven man at the forge. Ding, ding, ding.
I do apologize for interrupting, but would you happen to be Vol?
Oh yeah, that I am. How you doing? Welcome to Tyrion Town.
I'm doing quite well, thank you. I'm interested in purchasing a rapier.
Oh, well, rapiers. Oh, you don't say. Well, I have plenty of rapiers and such items, don't you know?
Lovely.
His beard catches on fire. So, that would be a small sum of money if you would like a rapier. Is there any type of rapier you would like?
Not particularly. Dealer's choice.
Alright, well, let me see what I have. You know, there's quite a variety, don't you know? He pulls out one rapier. That would be the variety.
The kind that works.
The kind that works very well, don't you know?
That's all one can ask for on a piece of art like this.
You flatter me. That'll be, how much is it again?
I believe it's 25 gold pieces.
Cool. I'm gonna look at the thing because I forgot. I actually have the book. I can look at the thing. Rapier, 25 gold. That'll be 25 gold.
I give him 23 gold and then the rest in silver.
Okay, he's counting on the silver. Oh, well, thank you. And here you go. If you ever need any other items, just ask my wife. She runs the general store, don't you know?
I do now.
Well, come again.
That sounded very threatening.
Make a perception check real quick.
That's the wrong thing. Come on.
Thank you, Grace.
The sword's well balanced. It's a rapier, all right.
It's definitely a
That's all
sword.
It's definitely
It's
not going to
hokey.
whisper to me to kill my friends.
It's a pretty simple guard. It's just a basic rapier.
Again, I don't need it to be fancy. That can come later.
Yeah, there's some metal work that's been done to
You
beautify it,
can
but
loot
whatever.
somebody's rapier in the end.
I mean, Grady could have given you his rapier if he hadn't dropped it because he was thrown overboard. Because they threw the groat at every solution they had.
The groat?
I solved my own problems, thank you
That's
very much.
okay.
I earned some money.
He's
I
a
got my
strong,
rapier.
independent elf. You don't need nobody else.
You don't need no chakal.
I definitely don't need your call. I can do without that noise, thank you very much.
Alright.
Thank you so much for your business, Vol. I will be sure to send my friends your way for all of their equipment needs.
Oh, yeah. Well, thanks for that. Bye now. Turns around.
Goodbye.
Ting. Ting.
Now I have the whole rest of the day to myself. What do you want to do, Grumsh?
Do you actually pull out the idol and ask him that?
No.
Okay.
I'm asking the air. What I assume is the air.
You do feel a slight warm pulse in the back of your neck.
Oh, you want us to kill everything? Okay, let's do it.
Alright, is there anything else you'd like to do? Or do you make
I've
your way
pretty
down?
much done everything. I think I'm gonna go kill Stefan now.
Okay.
No, I'll go back to the sitting duck.
Alright. So you go to the sitting duck and
You sit.
what, anything you'd like to do there?
Actually, you know, I would like to ask Larry something.
Alright.
Larry.
I'm gonna be speaking to him in gnomish because I didn't want prying ears.
It's a
Larry,
thing.
would you happen to know of anybody who might have an inkling of, say, how to dispel the storms?
You know, well, and he does notice that you're speaking Gnomish. He takes a quick look around the tavern. There's Brawley in the corner, and he does see that Susan is around, but she's affiliated with them.
Hopefully asleep. She's been up all night.
They kind of like at this point just sort of changed off. He slept in a bit this morning.
A slacker.
So-
Like everybody else.
Telling stories too.
Yeah.
So he sees that there's basically no one there. And he's speaking to you still in Gnomish. Well, I mean, some of the people who would know that would probably be the people that sent you over here. Now they don't tell me specifics. The less I know, the better.
Oh, they don't know anything.
But something of theirs that's very powerful was stolen,
Yes, I know all that.
and there's a kraken around.
Yes, I know that as well.
And krakens make storms.
Yes.
We have to kill the Kraken.
So we have to destroy
We're
the
just
little woody
trying
god
to
thing?
find.
Once we have
No, we don't.
I still think we should destroy it.
I
No,
will.
we just have to kill all the orcs and then everything will be fine.
But we still have to get off the island. I'm not there. Never mind.
You're not there. Nobody's here. It's just me and Larry.
Talking about murdering some
Isn't that right,
Ewoks.
Larry?
Oh, that's right, darling.
We have plans.
We have many plans. Sorry, that was my alter ego. What were we talking about?
I like him better.
That's Laurie.
Laurie, are you in there?
Oh, I'm always in here.
Please.
Okay, this is getting way too
Anyway.
weird.
God.
So, Larry's like, oh, well, so, sounds like you need to get the item back. You know, the best way to get leads on that is to become well known around the town.
Well, unlike the rest of my compatriots, I've already at least taken a step in that right direction.
Oh, well, that's good. Well, see, you can get get well known around the town. That could definitely help.
What kind of well known?
They're not here.
But there's a difference.
Infamous.
You know,
But there's a difference.
It's like
Between a
when you're
good-
more than famous, you're infamous.
Yeah, which
You know,
doesn't make any sense.
actually,
but-
there's a few things you could probably try helping me or other people around the town with. That could probably get your name out there.
You're earning prestige.
You can try to
Oh, prestige, I could earn that.
to show your skills either in the arena or
Been there, done that.
Oh, that's very good.
Yes, I need to rest for a day before I go back. Didn't break a sweat, but I spent a lot of spell points.
Or a level up. A level up would be good too.
Yes, I could take that instead.
Well, you know, if there is one thing
You
that
just have like a little bottle of XP that I can just chuck.
well, one
Don't
thing
ask
that
him for that. It might be
that
poisoned
you
by
could do,
accident.
XP elixir.
there have been some problems we've been having recently with pirates and bandits and marauders and bored adventurers causing trouble.
Oh, I know just the type, racist half-elves.
Yeah, what's up with that? You know, so they're mostly,
Issues that they refuse to confront.
so and the camera just died, so I'm gonna replace the batteries.
Oh! We're not
Oh,
on
no.
film! Everybody talk!
Well, audio
Did
is still
something
here.
weird. No, wait, not talk.
No, audio, we lost visual. Audio is still working.
Oh yeah.
Whoops.
Dance, guys!
Everybody
Dance now!
I'm too tired for
Well,
this.
that's lovely.
Well, now you have time to go and read the messages from the chat very out loud.
Okay, what do we got from the chat so far?
So far,
They're all disappointed in
the
Jakal
pool
not
girls
dying.
would like the elves to die.
Why?
That's rude.
Travis is inserting himself randomly into the conversation and making absolutely no sense, dude.
As a Travis does.
Yes, he does.
Step 1, assert dominance. Step 2, do that by
No, he's
Step
sort of
3,
doing
profit!
We
Oh,
love you,
now
Travis.
Travis is jumping onto the elves are useless and racist.
I am not racist. And I'm
Rangers is not
racist.
racist. She's racist.
I'm not
Yeah.
useless.
Against the
I have
elves.
done...
Elves can't be racist if they're being.
There we
Travis
go.
is kind of
I
doing
noticed the pirates in the first place.
The girlfriend with a new boyfriend who just keeps inserting her boyfriend into everything, even though the conversation doesn't lend itself to that.
This one time
You're on
at
camera now.
band camp.
Hi,
This one time.
We're judging
talking
you.
about you.
All right.
They
Moving
know
right
that.
along.
And everybody else is throwing out hacks.
This is the internet. Everybody roasts everybody.
Oh, and we've made a bunch of Meet the Robinsons references.
Can we move on now, please?
Yes.
All right.
Please.
So,
I wanna get
you know,
back.
maybe if you could deal with that, I know that there has been some trouble with them around the town.
Well, I know this one guy named Stefan. He's been a pain in my side since the moment we met.
Wasn't
Seconded.
that the guy
I don't
that
know who you're talking
your
about.
other friend brought in?
I don't have friends.
They left this morning.
Subordinates.
When Stefan is actually a full paladin.
Yeah.
He is a full paladin. He cast ceremony, and then that happened.
He
Yeah, but he's
just
like-
got kidnapped and turned and converted into a cult. That is what
That's
happened.
And now he has magic powers. Now he's more dangerous. Now we should definitely kill him.
I wanted to kill him when he was just a worthless guy on our ship.
I didn't want to keep him, and it was my ship. But the paladin said, "No, we want to keep
He
him."
had to sleep at some point.
He could have done something.
Okay,
I
so
didn't have access to the brig, which
He
apparently
wasn't
he
in
was
the
never
brig.
locked up into, which I was not informed of.
Neither was I.
Anyway, so earning a reputation. Well, quicker ways of doing that I will not go into.
He gives you a slightly nervous look. Well,
But we want good reputations.
so
This would be so much easier if we didn't have.
you know, one thing you could do. You could maybe try having a boxing match with that tabaxi over there. Oh, don't trust me. He never shuts up. Win or lose, he'll spread your names all around.
Chakal!
Where are you?
I'm downstairs.
Oh, do I hear this?
Perception check. I'm taking that you yell this quite loudly.
Yes.
I'm taking a nap, so I don't. 19. I hear this.
You hear this? You wake up. You can consider this a short rest. So if you want to expend one of your hit dice to heal, you
Okay,
can do that.
what do I do that? How do I do that?
You should have 2 hit dice, not 1. Because you're level 2. So you just roll your hit dice and add your constitution modifier, and that's how many hit points you get back.
Okay. Where's my constitution? Okay.
So that's 12.
Yeah, 12.
So you can spend another one if you wish.
Okay. So wait.
You have
19.
13.
19.
You have 13 because you had 1 hit point before, didn't you?
I had 7.
You had 7?
Yeah, she had 7 when she
So I
went
now
back.
have 13.
Did you roll both dice or
You
just
have
one?
13.
No, you now have 19.
19. Whatever. I can't count. Okay, and now I have 23.
Okay, what's your max hit points?
28.
Okay, cool.
And I'm making weird and random notes because I don't have a good eraser.
Racer?
It's fine.
Okay.
I'll fix it later.
So you hear that the elf is calling for you.
Okay. So.
She doesn't come down. Gregory!
I
will
decide,
throw the goat at this problem.
I decide to wander down and hopefully watch Idris get beat up, but
You don't know this.
I don't know what's happening. I just know that he yelled. So I'm
Where?
gonna go to see what's happening.
All right.
What do you need to roll for that? Or
No, you just walk down there.
Just
You see
walk
Idris
down.
is sitting there.
How would you
Hi.
like to box with the tabaxi in order for us all to earn, at least have our name spread so that we can at least earn a little bit of renown so that we can get to the bottom of this whole book thing?
We do not need free difficulty.
So, what's a tabaxis?
A tabaxi is a cat person. It's like
Brawly might punch you.
Oh,
It's Brawly
Brawly.
Michael.
Got it.
Because if we win, then hey, he's going to talk about how strong we are. If we lose, he's still going to talk about us anyway.
I
He-
feel like
he
this is
sees-
a terrible
hang on.
idea, but I also have had a very bad day so far, and that sounds like it would be an improvement. At the same time, I'm talking to you, so my day is still bad.
He sees you talking and he hears his name.
I did not mention your name. Put that head down.
But you're talking towards me.
I am gesturing towards you in
I
a
noticed
nonchalant
that.
manner.
Okay, his face is annoying. Let's fight him.
So do you walk up to him?
Yeah.
Good luck out there.
What? No.
All right.
Coming
So
with me.
I do not.
please move your
box.
thing, Sam.
I don't box either. I hit things with a big.
You are better at hitting things than I am.
Do I come down at some
I
point?
just got knocked out
I'm
this
assuming
morning
I noticed.
with a rock.
Yeah, you can be down if
I
you
had a
want.
very
Okay,
long
I'm gonna come
night of
All
not
right.
sleeping.
Tell me about it.
I really want to lock in on this.
Also, I haven't had lunch.
Sure. You
I
can
haven't had
return
food all
on this
day.
moment.
That's
Okay.
your own fault.
All right. So Gregory, you're watching. Where's Satan? He's
Gregory.
over here. All right.
Gregory, would you like to get in on this action?
I'm back now. Hello.
Hello, Captain. Would you like to get in on the action?
What action?
Oh, we're gonna have everybody team up on the Catman.
You
Wow.
know,
Yeah.
That seems a bit unfair.
I never said it was going to be fair.
I
I'm
really
not
need
partaking.
to punch something. That there was this mean lady.
Well, we have something that you
Yeah.
can punch.
Well, you can get in line.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I'm starting to rethink the idea of punching this guy.
I have a fancy rapier.
I
Good
have
for
a rapier
you.
that's not fancy.
I have 3 javelins.
So do you want to fight him?
Can we all fight him at once?
Yeah.
Everyone at once? No.
There's nothing you can do to stop us from fighting them all at once.
Technically, no, but there's some fun stuff you can do.
I'm gonna go sit with Susan.
Okay.
While I let this play out now.
Susan's in bed, so.
I'll sit at the
you
table
gonna
that
do
Susan used to be at.
All right.
And that took an interesting almost turn.
I'm gonna go
You
earn a
go
reputation very
first.
quickly now. I'm gonna go sit with Susan.
Okay.
You got this! They don't got this, Larry.
Ready?
Why is part of this acting out like my actual life?
Are you fighting him or no?
Do it for the prestige.
I'll give you some gold if you win.
I want
See?
gold.
Okay, yeah, gold. That's worth it. Okay, let's fight the dude.
All right.
I'm making bad decisions.
Roll initiative.
And you're not even drunk.
Tired and I haven't had food all day.
So you're hangry. Ooh.
19.
Awesome.
Plus things. 20. Total 20 over here.
Yay. Oh yeah, total 20.
That's what we like to see. Give him the old pepper.
That's way better than a dupe.
You roll a 17?
I got no,
Total
me,
20.
Total
Total
20.
20? All right. Cool. Doesn't matter. It's only 2 of you, and you're going first. So you get to go first. What would you like to do?
I've been informed I should always rage.
Yes.
Yes,
So I
you
do.
should.
You're a barbarian. That's what you do.
I rage, and
Punch him.
can I punch him because I don't really have anything that's not
I know how to
lethal.
punch. You are
So-
supposed to punch him. You cannot use a weapon.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can totally use a weapon.
I punch him.
I punch him?
and somehow kill him.
Punch him with conviction.
I rush towards
You're
him.
in
and
a
I try,
rage.
okay, I rush towards him and I try to knock him over.
Okay, make a grapple check.
Get him, Jakar.
Okay,
Go.
that's a 20.
Total 20?
No,
No.
I
Oh
roll.
yeah, roll a d20.
You,
Was that dexterity?
That's an athletics.
you'd have advantage because you're raging. So roll again. Take a higher
Okay.
roll.
Rage.
It was a higher roll.
Nice.
Total 20.
Total 20.
Cool. All right, so you wrap your arms around and you start, and you start
drive
taking
him
him
into
right
the
into the ground.
ground.
You don't do any damage, but you do have him grappled. He currently has his arms wrapped around you as well, like, oh boy, now we're getting started. He's going to attempt to break the grapple using his that's acrobatics for him. That is a.
We're hugging on the ground. How nice.
Is there a
Competitive
DC?
hugging.
Is there a DC that needs to beat? How does the grappling? Where's?
It's a
Is it in
contest.
combat?
It's a con. Yes.
Probably with
It'd be a contested check.
this.
Either he can make
I know.
a acrobatics or athletics check
Yeah.
against her athletics,
Okay.
which she still has advantage on. But she is a rage machine.
Where is
Lol.
grappling?
Rage.
Where is the
Ada,
grappling?
Grappling rules would
Grappling
be.
rules. Is that in combat? Here it is. To grapple.
Actions in combat.
All right, so you make a athletics check. Make an athletics check,
Oh.
and you have advantage on these because you're raging.
Is the
Still
D20.
20.
Okay.
If you're checking, it's a 20.
Except for damage.
So I just roll this, or do I
You
include
roll
my
that
athletics?
plus your athletics.
Okay, not total 20.
Roll again.
Has
Take the
that
higher
advantage?
number.
Yeah, total 20.
All right. So he remains grappled, and I believe that is going to be his turn. So it's your turn.
Hit
Oh.
him!
Okay.
Come on,
So,
Jakar.
I try. Okay, so I'm
Punch
grappling
him.
him on the ground. Can I like roll and slam his head into the ground?
Sure. Just make a strength check to ram his head into the ground.
Advantage.
Do I get advantage?
Yes, because this is all strength athletic things. You have advantage on while raging.
Okay. So that was a that's a what again? Strength.
Strength. Athletics.
Okay. So that gives me a 11.
Okay. Is he rolling to try to?
I would say it'd be up to you whether that was enough to succeed. Or you can have him like make a strength saving throw or something to not get booped.
I'm gonna have him make a saving throw. Which I'm glad I made him take a saving throw. What did you... Wait. 11?
Mm-hmm.
So he rolled a 2. But because he's a monk, he nearly succeeded. He doesn't, and you succeeded to bash his head into the ground.
Okay.
So you deal 1 point of damage plus your strength modifier.
Strength modifier is a 3. Okay.
He takes 4
No,
points of
3.
damage.
Oh,
1
3.
plus your strength
Plus
modifier.
3.
Okay.
Plus 2. Yeah. Okay.
Math.
I don't even know where to find it on my thing, so I'm
So
just
that's your
looking
turn?
for it. All right. Yeah.
He's going to attempt to break the grapple again. And that is a total...
So roll again.
What?
Roll. He needs to
Oh, yeah.
roll twice, take the higher.
Okay. 13 and
Plus 4, 17.
17.
24.
Whoop.
So he actually takes out and jumps right out of you. Also, this is what we're doing. He's going to attempt to grapple you.
More competitive
Professional hugging.
All right. Roll against that athletics advantage because you're still raging.
Okay. Okay. So
22.
yeah, 22.
Total 22.
Yes.
All right. You succeed in throwing him off, and now you're both on opposite sides of the ring, facing each other.
Oh, we're in a ring.
Oh yeah, you're in this ring right here.
Oh, cool.
He's in there, and he's smiling. He's like, "Oh, this is fun." It is your turn.
Punch him in his smug face.
I was going to kick him really hard, but
Okay.
Kick him. That works too.
like a flying kick thing.
A flying kick thing.
I don't know. 17.
Plus, no, you don't get advantage on
Okay.
attack rolls.
Drop
17 plus 2 is 19.
19.
Okay. You do hit, so that's
Another
3 points of damage.
No. I forgot. You should add 2 more from the previous because she's raging.
Oh, okay. So you do get bonus for damages when you're raging.
Yes.
All right. So
21.
So 2 before and another 5 now. So
okay.
7.
Cool. That's your turn. He's going to take his turn.
I just looked down and saw, I will eat the demons in the garage.
13 to hit.
13?
13 to hit.
No.
No.
Okay.
That wouldn't that would
Awesome.
hit me if I didn't have anything else.
Also doesn't hit. 19 to hit. All right. Fantastic. So you take 7 points from his punch, and as soon as he goes, actually, it's open palm, and then he opens up his claws, and you take another 2 from that.
So I take 9 points.
You take 9
You
points.
do not take 9 points. You are raging.
You have
You take
bludgeoning and
3
sleep passion.
and 1, so you take 4.
I take 4.
This is why you always rage.
Raging is a good
So I
thing.
now have 19 hit points.
Cool.
Barbarians, yo.
All right. That is going to be his turn.
Wait, where
Oh,
did
so
you
it's my
start?
turn again?
It's your turn.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So
I got a lot of writing on this.
thanks.
I'm motivating
You
you.
can do it.
Okay.
Are you there?
Yes,
I whip
oh,
out
yeah.
a javelin.
You
You're
could
on.
give her inspiration.
I whip out my
You're
javelin
right.
and I try to flip it or use it kind of like a quarterstaff.
Okay.
Hit him upside the head.
All right.
I'm trying to not kill him. Otherwise I
Okay.
have to stab him with the thing.
Cool.
Wait, also suspicious aren't worth either.
So that or do we roll again?
You don't
That's
have
attack roll.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So
So
I'd say because you're not using it the way it is intended, probably 18.
okay, 18.
Just barely hits him. Roll a d4 and add your strength modifier.
And 2
Plus 2 for
3.
raging. 3 plus 2.
2 is 5.
5. All right.
1
No,
plus
I
2
rolled-
plus 2 is 5.
Okay.
Plus 1 plus 2 plus.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Oh.
So this is
What?
you can attack with advantage, but he
I
also
did dumb,
has
but oh well, it's
advantage.
fine. We're good. It's all good.
That gives this right here gives you advantage on saving throws, dexterity saving throws against magic and traps that you can see.
Got it. I do have a rock. I also have javelins, guys.
All right.
I have magic.
He's going to make his next attacks. That is a 18 to hit.
That hits.
All right, that's 12 to hit,
No.
and that is a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
All right. So now that I reread his things, that is 6 plus. That's 6 plus 7.
13.
13 halved.
to 6.
6. Okay, so I take 6 hit points.
You're down to 13.
Yep. Why am I doing this again?
And that's
Because you're a sucker.
16 also halved.
8.
Okay, so you take another 8.
So you have 5.
So basically what he's doing is he has these kind of clawed hands because he's a cat person, and he's doing open palm strikes, but he's digging in.
I would like to pull out my greatsword.
About time.
I'm gonna do Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
And say, you can do it, Jakal. Get him.
All right, you take
You got
1d6
this.
inspiration from that, which you can use for an attack roll or a
You
saving
don't
throw.
use it right now. You
Okay.
can save it for 10 minutes.
Alrighty.
And you see, that as soon as you start pulling out the sword, he's like, I knew you had it in your loss.
So you definitely need to use this if you want to hit him. You.
Oh.
14 with the greatsword.
Okay, great sword. As he looks, he actually like leans in towards it and ducks out of the way with a big smile on his face.
That's how
Oh
you're
my
supposed
gosh.
to dodge.
And he's going to use that momentum to take a uppercut right towards your jaw.
Can I please try and duck that?
17 to hit.
That hits.
That hits.
All right. 7 plus 7. So it's 14 to halved to 7.
Yeah, I'm now -2 if we did that kind of thing.
So he goes up. And he
Bravo! Excellent showmanship.
Good.
Alright, so he helps you back up to your feet, makes a contact. You wake up to this cat man. Hi! How you doing today?
It's amazing. This is the second time I've gotten beat up today, and this last guy looked just like you.
They were both monks, in fact.
Cat.
I think my character may become an atheist.
Kung Fu, not religious.
Very true.
You see,
It's
here's
more
your
of an ideal than a deed.
here's your
Kind of
pro-
a way of life.
here's your problem,
not
Lassie.
really religion.
You see,
It's like veganism.
Yeah.
you're trying.
It's not fun.
You're
You
trying
live
to
longer,
punch
but it's not fun.
against someone who knows really well how to punch. It was really fun at the beginning, but we're sort of just playing around, really. And then what you really should have done, you should have brought out that sword of yours from the beginning, Lass. You see, that's what your calling is. That's what you're good at. That's what makes you who you are. This sword, he picks it up, and it's like thunk round your chest. This sword defines you.
I'm so excited. I'm like, yes, I love this speech.
Anyone else want to come? Yeah?
No.
Chakal is passed out again.
Okay.
I think she's ready for another round.
I don't really.
Make a perception check.
I do want to make a perception check, but okay. Oh, that was bad. 8.
Even
With
though that was
proficiency.
pretty lame, you can't help but notice Brawley's breathing rather hard right now.
You can take him,
I don't want to.
but you can't take him.
I'm not really a violent person. I tend to just sneak attack things, and the ring isn't exactly. There's nothing to hide behind.
Except for that excuse.
Besides, I like everybody to be happy.
Ah, well, you can come back another day.
I
Brawley's happy right
I
now.
could fight him, I suppose.
You should do that.
Anyone else want to try?
I suppose I can try if there's
Yeah!
room in it.
Go, Elf.
So you're going into the ring?
Why not? I have full hit points. Mage armor still up for another like 7 hours.
All
I'll
right.
cheer you on.
Roll initiative.
Oh, that was terrible.
Low.
7.
Okay, cool. Brawley is going to go first, and he's going to make an attack at you.
Yes, he is.
That is a 24 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Cool. That is 6 plus.
Why is he
doesn't
using a bunch
have
of
spells,
pluses?
so
Why are
he
you rolling
won't
2
let me.
dice?
Because he has his monk unarmed, and then he has his claws.
They don't stack. It's instead of normally when you hit something, it's just
Just 1 plus your strength
1 plus
mod.
strength. But the natural attacks is instead of doing that, you can do this, and that's exactly what the monk does as well.
Okay. Cool. You take 7 points of damage.
I still live. Oh, you're going to pay for that.
Okay.
Going to enter into my blade song.
All right. By the way, is Blade Song a spell slot thing, or is that just an ability like on the long rest? or is
I
that
have
like
it 2 per rest. I
Okay.
have 2 uses per rest.
Cool. I just want to know where that comes from.
It's from my arcane tradition.
Cool.
And then I'm going to run him through with my rapier.
All right. Make an attack roll.
So glad I walked in for that.
Oh, I was so close to being a natural 20. This is a 13.
Total 13.
Yes.
That misses.
Like,
He is now going to. He's now grinning, and he starts running. He actually runs and he starts doing 2 jumping movements on the wall. He's actually now clutching from a rafter on the ceiling and just looking at you. Hello. You see that he's like leaning down with like one claw at the ready, but this is kind of all he's doing. Like he's preparing a pounce.
Well, that's your mistake. I'm going to try and attack him again.
With the rapier,
Yes,
or
the rapier.
you're gonna have to like make an acrobatics check to try to jump up to where he is.
That's fine. I have advantage on these when I'm blade singing.
All right.
Natural 20.
Okay, cool. So you see this, and you take a run towards the wall, and you bounce off one part of the wall, bounce up again, and you start reaching up. Make your attack roll.
Total 20.
Total 20. That hits.
Die, you stupid cat. Ooh, max damage 11.
Cool. You actually go and you actually you're able to actually bash him with the guard of
Pommel.
the guard of your sword. Cool.
kind of on the edge.
Living on the edge.
They want
He
to see
goes
your
into
face.
a majestic arms fall backwards as he does a half flip and bam, face plants onto the ground. He had 1 hit point after your fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I could have taken him.
I told you you could have, but I had to step in.
You know, if I'd punched
And
him
be
once,
the
I
man
probably
of the
would've
group
gotten him.
since the dad left.
This is why
Dad, we
a
need you
father.
back.
Dad.
Larry's in the background.
You've seen the terrible things that have happened
Take a
to us.
bow.
And
And that's how you do a fight.
High five.
I'm still passed out in the corner, I think.
Well done.
Yeah.
I'm going to go upstairs. Actually, I'm going to take my money and then I'm going to go upstairs.
so Brawley like kind of comes back up. That was a good one. He pats you on the back. That was a lot of fun, lad. All right. Well, here you go. And he hands you 30 gold.
Dang it!
Thank you, brother.
See what
Be
you
sure to
did?
spread the news
I don't know why I'm
of,
blaming you. Just
say, what should we call ourselves? You know what? I got it.
What?
what?
Spread the news of
Wait!
Drakon Ragnarok.
No! That is a terrible name!
Drag on all the rocks. Got it. Dragging over the rocks.
He's gonna call us the drag on all the rocks!
I think it's fitting. After what happened to our ship.
My ship! You ruined my ship!
I did nothing to your ship.
That reminds me, actually.
My ship is at the bottom of the ocean.
No, it
There's a
If
ship at the bottom
anything,
of the sea.
I noticed the
There's a ship at
pirates
the
and
bottom of the
saved us
sea.
all.
There's a ship, there's a ship, there's a ship, there's a ship, there's a ship
I think
at
I
the
would have
bottom
rather
of the
taken the
sea.
pirates at this point. And I hate them.
In the year of our Lord, 1800s.
Well,
I think it's like 10,000 gold is a ship.
We are
Easy.
never getting a ship.
wait.
Actually,
We can just take a ship.
there is a ship here,
See?
but I don't know where it is.
That's
See, there's this
That
really,
sounds bad.
really smug-looking captain named Miranda, and she's got this whole setup about when the storms go away. She's
How
all
does she
set
know
to take people.
if the storms will go away?
See? I almost called her out on it, but I
You should go
figured I'd
talk
play
to
it
her after a rest.
cool. You want to talk to her?
Well,
yeah.
clearly
After
she
we
knows
all
something.
take a nap.
Do you all want to take a rest?
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Okay.
Not really, but okay. I'll go talk to Tessa.
Alright. So,
I can talk to
do
Tessa.
you guys want to take a long rest or do you want to take another short rest?
Long rest, please. I only have 5 hit. No, I'm done. I'm out. I need all the help I can get.
I'm fine with a short rest, but a long rest would be lovely.
Long rest?
Yeah.
Long rest, everybody. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right.
We should take a long rest.
I'm gonna use
How
that
long is a
long
long
rest
rest?
on 8 hours. Yeah.
Alright, so.
Tinker, the
What
biggest.
time is it?
It's
Oh,
just,
it's
got
like
up
10 in
and
the
ate
morning.
breakfast.
It's like 10 in the morning. So within these few hours, you had a conversation, got back, and then saw one friend get beat up, and then this Catman just take a fall. You got beat up by 2 monks.
I've had a very bad morning.
You've had a
You know what's funny
I've
though is
had
that took like 2
I've
hours.
had an
and we've been doing the
amazing
session
morning.
for like 2 hours.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
interesting.
I've had an amazing morning. I made 35 gold pieces. I got a rapier. Grumsh and I are like this.
I would punch you in the teeth if I had hit points, but I don't.
All right.
I know I was gonna throw
So you
something.
take a.
then.
You
I
take
have a
long rest.
rock.
This is Micah talking. You don't know
It's
what-
now like 6 o'clock in the evening.
Oh,
Wait,
gosh.
alright.
Time
Before we
jump.
take a rest. No, never mind.
Does
After we
everyone
take a
have to
rest.
take a long
Can
rest
I
at
try and throw my rock at his head?
You can try that
I'm not
during
in the
your
common
rest
area.
at some point. Well, you're in your room, correct?
I'm in my room.
I'm
Alright.
in my room.
I'm there
in
Door's
our
locked.
room.
Sorry. I'm in my bed.
Actually, you know what? For my long rest, I'm actually going to take a walk around the city.
Alright, you can
Taking
do
the
that.
sights.
Gregory, would you like to take a rest or like to take a walk?
Would you
around
like
the
to
city?
take a walk?
Why, certainly, I wouldn't mind. Looking
All right.
Great,
around.
I can indoctrinate you like Helen seems to do with everybody.
Well,
Don't worry about it.
And then, so you two are currently in your room, or
Yes, with
okay.
Tessa.
Yes.
Alright.
Tessa.
I'm talking.
All right.
I'm-
Let's cover what Yggdrasil and Gregory are doing. Spare map.
There's more maps here.
All the maps.
On the maps.
Excuse me.
Okay. Any particular place you're trying to go?
No, but just unless Gregory has some place.
We're
in
two
particular.
guys.
no,
big
Idris.
dudes
Where
walking
did you get that
around.
rapier? You know, I lost mine to that kraken back there, and I could use
Oh, I
another
purchased it from Vol, the blacksmith.
one. And how much was it?
It was 25 gold pieces.
Is there any way for a tinkerer to like sell
his keep.
things?
Yeah, you can sell stuff.
Okay.
Would you like? I'm sure we can work out some sort of deal.
That would be good.
You're you're well liked. I'm sure they can work something out with you.
I'm really not sure. How have you been around town much?
A bit.
Well, did you see any? I don't know. What would I be looking for?
What are you trying to find? A
Points of
store,
interest.
a place where you can buy materials, a place you can
I have
sell
this
things.
map that I slipped out of Alan's pack.
Oh.
It sort of looks like the Millennium Falcon, but it might be helpful.
It kind of looks like the Millennium Falcon, but if you turn it like this, it's a ladybug. Could also be a.
Yeah. So I
Power
guess
outlets.
wherever tinkering what even are tinkering bits?
Probably the blacksmith.
Pieces of metal. So yeah, the blacksmith would be a good place to check out.
Any fine tinkering
Would
bits
you
are
mind
sold.
taking me to the blacksmith?
Probably.
You'd probably mind.
So you both head over to the blacksmith.
Why not?
All right. So you head
Since
over.
I know where it is and he doesn't.
You hear again, ting, ting, ting.
His wife, whose name I learned, owns the adjoining general goods store.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna
I didn't bother to learn it because I don't care.
approach Vol and say,
As promised, I bring you a customer.
Oh well, that's mighty generous of you. So what can I do for you today?
well, you see,
He's from out of town.
Oh, you don't say.
yes, I'm enjoying seeing this place, but you see, I lost my rapier and I could use a new one. The
Oh,
problem
that's a shame. You shouldn't be doing that.
yes, well, I normally don't make a habit of getting almost eaten by a kraken, but you know, things happen, so.
The kraken.
well,
It
yes.
was a interesting landfall, to say the least.
Huh? Well, don't you know?
Yes,
You
we
need
do.
to work on your Swedish accent, dude.
This is not a Swedish accent.
I know. It's terrible.
It's a Minnesotan accent.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yes, it is.
Sort of.
well,
Yes, dwarves are from Minnesota.
the problem is,
Clearly.
I don't have any. I
They're
only
from
have 5
underneath
gold with
Minnesota.
which to buy a rapier, which obviously isn't enough. So,
Not
but I was
the
wondering
slightest.
if there would be business around here for someone who's able to create little trinkets, tinkery things. No.
I like trinkets.
Yes. Well, is there anything that I could perhaps put together for you that would be of use that you'd be willing to pay me for, or perhaps even give me a rapier in exchange for?
Well,
Exchange of services.
my shoulder gets so tired, don't you know, from swinging the hammer all day. If you could find a way to make like an automatic hammer, I'd be very interested.
How about a back brace?
Yes, I'm sure that will help my shoulder.
Well,
Well,
automatic things are sort of my specialty. I'll just need the materials. Let's see. How much will I need for a hammer? For like an automatic hammer, like how long would that?
Well, how are you planning on piecing this together?
I hear Chakal has a rock.
Oh, well, I wouldn't want to use that. She's planning on using it for modern art or something.
Yes, I'm sure that is exactly what she intends.
Oh, speaking of which, she was wondering if maybe she could use your idly thingy as a part of her modern art project.
It's not an idly thingy, it is an idol to the orc god Grumsh, god of war and storms, and we have a deal, and so I think I want to hold on to it.
Oh, all right.
If you're
Deal?
interested, yes. If you're interested, you can help me out with it.
Make a perception check real quick.
I'm amazing at these. 4.
Okay. So how are you planning on constructing this automatic hammer? Like, what would you be using as the driving mechanism of it? Are you thinking clockwork? Are you thinking like water powered? Are you thinking just like amplifying the guy's normal stuff to make it better?
Small children from Asia.
Maybe like a crank based.
Okay. So he like cranks it and it would raise and.
Right.
If I may interject here, why not have it run by water?
Well, I don't know. Is there water nearby?
Not an
Like,
island.
Well, yeah, but like.
no, you are a pretty central location in
Yeah, it's
town. So there's not exactly running water nearby. But the crank idea is definitely a solid idea.
Okay.
Oh, well, I can loan you the materials, don't you know, but you'd have to be working in my shop.
Well, I'm not sure when we're going to leave here, so I suppose I could work on that here.
Okay, well, you know, I do need a little bit of a hand around the shop, so I could be paying you as a bit of an apprentice, don't you know?
Take it and stay. I was gonna take it and run, and then I was like, "That's the wrong thing. Take it and Then
Go
be
on.
employed.
Take the money and run.
Yes, I'd be happy to. I definitely could use some to earn.
You're broke, dude.
Some spending money.
Yes, some money.
All right.
And I'd certainly be interested in learning how your craft works exactly.
Oh, I'd be pleased to teach you. I always do love adventurous minds, not the adventures of stabbing people and taking all their stuff and leaving.
Oh, I'm not for that at all.
Oh, good.
I can see you two are going to get along swimmingly, so if you will excuse me.
See you
Don't
later,
swim with the
Aegis.
Kraken.
Wasn't planning.
His beard catches on fire.
You have a... You got it. I'm actually going to go look for Miranda.
All right. Make an investigation check.
Oh wait, I'm actually good at these. Nope, 9.
All right. It takes you.
You should ask me.
I didn't want to disturb you.
It
You've
takes
had a long
you
day.
about
I
3
really
hours.
didn't do
It
anything.
takes you about
I
3
didn't know
hours to
that.
find the.
You had to deal with us. It was a long day.
That's true.
You find the
You guys
retching
are
catch,
annoying.
and after a couple of hours of looking, so it's now about 1 in the afternoon, and you do find the retching catch, and you do find. You don't know where she is, but you know she's probably going to be around this premises.
I'll go up to the proprietor of this establishment.
Okay.
You mean the guy at the desk?
Desk kid?
Sure.
The maitre d'.
Excuse me, but I'm looking for a ship captain by the name of Miranda.
Yeah, she seems to be pretty popular today. She's the one in the corner, you know, keeping her eye on the entrances and exits and marking people down and acting
Paranoid.
superior to every. No, I don't think it's a paranoia thing. I think it's more of like a superiority. It's like she feels like she owns everyone who walks into my business. Oh, she's glaring at me because I'm talking for too long.
But thank you for the information.
I want to kill Miranda. I don't like her.
She's gonna be my Stefan.
Okay, that's it. If she's your Stefan, then Gregory needs to adopt Brawley. And
I'm going
Oh,
back
no, the two of
to
them
the
together.
priory to get my crew.
Anyway, I go up to Miranda and sit down.
and
Okay.
stare at her face.
She looks at you, amused by your audacity. So tell me, what's your name?
I am Idris, the Spellblade.
That's a lovely title.
Thank you.
Where'd you get it?
I got it over the course of my shining career. But enough about me. I hear that you have a ship.
I do, and everyone comes crawling to me at some point or another asking for passage.
Yes, see, that's a bit of an issue, seeing as how nobody can get off of this island.
You're an elf, I'm an elf, we live a long time. These problems solve themselves.
Yes, but Krakens live a long time too.
Suit and Chicago.
That's unfortunate for some aspects of business, but I can work with that.
Well, seeing as how you're so sure that things will work out, might I inquire as to how assured this business venture of yours is going to turn out?
Make a persuasion roll.
Get her.
Total 10.
She rolled a 1.
Average persuasion, poor judgment.
She leans in. Alright, I'll tell you a little secret. I don't even care if I ever do leave this island. So many people see me as their only hope to be a way out that they'll pay me anything just to get their name on my list. And if someone's willing to pay a bit more, I'll just bump the lowest number off the list. I already have the money. I can live quite comfortably here for quite a while.
She's making money off of nothing.
Yes. She's making money off of hopes.
It's like a pyramid scheme.
Yes.
Well, that's disappointing.
How so?
Well, you see, I'm not in the business of waiting, I'm in the business of making things happen. And I want to leave.
Well, that's just too bad.
Yes, and when I don't get what I want, things tend to wind up dead. And I get up and leave.
Okay.
Ooh. I wish I'd been there to see that.
All right. Do you go back to the duck? Where do you go?
First one.
I'm going to go back to the duck.
Okay.
I have more business.
All right. So you go back to the duck. Gregory, you're staying at the moment with Vol.
If neither of the girls are downstairs, I'd like to go up and knock on their door.
Are you both upstairs?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Let's get to what they're doing.
And then I can interrupt them.
So you are both upstairs in your room, correct?
With Tessa.
With Tessa. Please pass me the...
Pass me
This
the
one's the
Skyrim
room?
wife.
Yes, and I'll pass you that.
She's been mumbling to herself.
Word looks since Helen's not back yet.
Yeah.
And it's like, what, 1 o'clock in the evening? Or afternoon?
All
It's
right.
later than that.
It would have to be later than that, yeah.
It's like 7.
No, this is during your rest,
During the
not...
Oh, during the
Yeah,
rest,
during your
okay.
rest. So this is like still about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. It took them till 1 o'clock to find the place in the first place.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know
so,
where it is. I
I
just,
feel like the real
I
time.
know,
and
I
the
know
game
where
time.
3 places are in this
I'm asleep.
Okay. So you are zonked out, recovering from your double monk beating.
My
Your double
goodness.
whammy.
You're communicating with...
I am.
Okay. I'm just going to assume for sake of simplicity, you're just writing letters back and forth, messages back and forth to each other.
You found
And-
a chalkboard.
Yeah, chalkboard thing going
Yeah.
on, so we can just keep going at it.
I'm technically trying to learn her language. It's
Okay.
going amazingly.
Mark, keep track of this. This is your second day
Yeah.
trying to learn her language.
Yeah.
So just keep track of that.
How many days?
It takes
That's
like
2.
200 days total, I think. 200 something days. I'll look it up.
Yeah, no.
At the rate that we're playing
Tessa
this, if
speak.
we get anywhere close to 200 days, I'm going to kill someone for reals.
Hey, you
I
never
mean,
know.
I love you all, but
You never know when there might be a 1 year later time jump.
That does happen.
okay, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I'm
And
just
it's
like, we're
possible you
playing-
guys could spend a week doing like, okay, we all go back to town and spend a week doing whatever.
Okay, because
Shopping.
right now we're at the rate of 1
Yeah.
evening equals 1 day, and I
Yes.
was like, if
like
we
A
spend
day per week.
the next
200
4
weeks.
years
I
doing
hope
this,
not.
200 days.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
4 years.
Okay, anywho. So what are you talking to her about?
What are we talking about? Adventuring, traveling,
Okay.
family.
You learned that she doesn't do a lot of traveling or adventuring in general. This is kind of being her biggest trip she's ever been on. She had a rather interesting childhood, which explains why she only speaks Primordial and Celestial, but she doesn't go much into that. You learn that she learned Celestial after she came in with the Order and became, she was a scribe there for a while. So this is kind of her biggest trip, and it's all a little on the overwhelming side.
Yeah. So I can be more reassuring and be like, hey, stuff happens, you know?
And she's freaking out a bit because she told you there's a baby on the way, and she's farther from home than she's ever been, and they're not at their destination which they had planned, and she's a little uneasy about things not being with the plan.
It's gonna be okay.
You
Probably.
can hug her.
Yeah, I'll hug her.
Okay, she gives you.
I'm a hugger.
Yeah.
Well, Sue's a hugger. I'm not.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. So a few hours go by, and there's a knock on your door.
Who is it?
It's Yggdrasil.
Yes, Sigdris? What would you like?
I'd like to discuss a business proposition with you.
I go and open the door, but don't let him in. I just open the door and stand in the doorway.
I don't want to go in.
Okay.
You don't want to go in.
No. It's
Okay.
a girl's room.
You don't want to get cooties.
There's a half elf in there.
She's sleeping. You best not disturb her.
Why would I want to disturb her?
I don't know.
I do that just by existing.
Yeah, you do.
Anyway,
Sorry.
So I found out that Miranda is quite well off.
Yeah.
And it would be an absolute shame if her circumstances were to change dramatically.
Such as?
Such as...
What's your alignment again?
Neutral good. But I don't like her. She was mean to me.
Well, money has a way of changing hands, balances of power tipping one way than the next.
Yeah.
Ships change ownerships.
Yeah. It's just business, you know.
Yes, exactly.
So, you have a plan then?
Not so much of a plan as more of a scheme, really.
Care to let me in on it?
That was the plan. Was to let you in on it so that we can scheme on how to appropriate the...
Appropriate her
The-
ship, or just...
Not so much ship as all her worldly possessions.
I would be fine with that. I would love to acquire all her money.
She apparently
Somehow.
has quite a bit of it. She informed me that apparently there's a list of people who would like to get off the island. In order to get on the list, you have to pay her quite a tidy sum.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you paid her all of her own savings because you took them?
I see no reason why I'd want to give her money that I stole.
You're asleep.
You are asleep.
You just like wake up, you're like, wait, so you mean this? Just go back to sleep.
Great, I dropped, the only one that I dropped was the D20.
The only one you dropped was the one that mattered.
You know,
I
the
got
most important one.
Must be underneath you.
No, I had it in my toes.
Oh, well, okay.
Anyway,
Not touching that dice.
so
So, we just need to find her ship. We probably should wait for Helen. So
she
how do
said
we
it was very guarded. She had a couple
That's
of
why
ones.
we're waiting for Helen. Now,
Oh,
how do we spin this so
Dad.
that Helen will actually help us? Because he's not going to help us unless we lie to him.
No, that's true. She
Gregory will help us because he doesn't know any better. Jakal will help us because it's better off than whatever it is she would be normally doing.
I'd like to note, it would be possible to get, there's other members of Halon's order around, including his superiors.
She called
I'm just pointing that out. That is an option. If you do want to earn.
Holy Crusade!
We tell it this way. She's cheating people and needs
Which
to
is
be
true.
stopped. And in order to
We're not killing her.
We're
we are
not
just
killing her.
redistributing the wealth.
and we need to stop her, and we need to get on her ship to stop her, and we stop there.
Yes. I think that's an excellent plan.
Thank you. I think so too.
Okay, do you wish to go to the temple and speak to his superiors at all?
Do we want to, I don't know, blow
I'm
this
just
whole
saying
thing
we're
out?
15 minutes away from 9, and we got time for like one more thing to happen.
Sure, let's try and convince a bunch of paladins to go on a holy crusade for the good of the people.
I
Cool.
can just see we're like going. We're at night. It's like we need to be stealthy, and they all come in with torches ablazing. They're like, "Yeah!
All right.
This is gonna be beautiful.
All right, let's go do it."
For king and country!
What's the worst that could happen? Okay.
Okay. So you all go. Oh, okay. I'll change this up again. Map, please.
Map. Look, we just gotta pretend like we know what
So
this is for.
you all go over to the temple, which is over here on the map.
Alright.
There's a roundabout in front of it, and a large graveyard to its left, or to the right from
I
you.
don't want to end up in the graveyard, just so you know.
You find your way, no problem, towards the. You were all of you, any of you present when Halon cast ceremony? Was it just him?
No, it was just him.
No.
Okay.
I watched him leave and ignored him.
I know
Okay.
where the temple is, though, because
Right,
I'm the one that pointed
okay.
it out.
So you find your way to the temple pretty quickly, and it's this large carved
I
wooden
think we should bring
doors.
Stefan and he can conveniently not make it.
What if he just sort of falls off the side?
Exactly. Accidents happen.
Or
he
we could
take
just
us-
leave him with all the enemies.
Yes.
Whatever works.
Whatever works, you know.
Anyway.
All right, so you see it's this beautiful wood carved door, which depicts this large tree, but it's really focusing on the roots of the tree. You actually only see like the trunk, which goes up into the stonework, and then there's no more of the wood. It's mostly just the roots all going down, and even the handles of the doorway are parts of this root.
Cool.
Was it a root that shot off when Stefan was?
That was
Thank
in
you
the
for opening the
that was
door.
in the
Well, somebody has to be a
stained glass
gentleman.
window.
Oh, thanks.
I open the door.
All right.
Yeah, he opened the door.
I open and hold the door.
Yes.
Okay, so you both walk in
You
there.
do have manners.
Yep.
Of course I do. I was well educated.
Yeah.
I have some words to say about that. but
I come
You're
from a
here.
well-to-do family.
Yeah, I have some
I
words to say
came
about
from a
that.
well-to-do family, and then
My family is still well-to-do. I am just...
I don't want to
No.
talk
You
about
hear
it
a
anymore.
voice. Greetings, Idris. I was wondering if you were going to appear here today.
Wait, what?
How did he know your name?
I don't know who's talking.
I don't know either.
You see there is a hooded figure. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
I'm not going to notice who it
One of
is.
those hidden
Call
figures.
it now. Oh, hey, I notice who it is. 16.
Okay. You tell that this is the same shade of color as the guy who was at the arena earlier today. Just the hooded guy who handed you your money after you beat up the two kids. He turns around
Yeah.
and he pulls off his hood, and you see that he is a 6'6" tall silver
Whoa.
dragonborn, and he has a couple small like bone spikes that are kind of coming out of his chin, almost like a bit of a goatee, and he has this fin on the top of his head, almost like a mohawk, but you're not getting a punk idea of him. It's just very dragon-like. And he stares at you with
I have
his
cool friends.
very, very green eyes.
Awesome.
That
What
his
is
green eyes
happening?
almost nearly glow in the dim light from where he's standing as he walks into the light.
I want his help.
I am a cleric of Yesu. So,
You have a thing for clerics, and I don't think it's healthy.
is there anything I can help you with today?
Yes.
Do you marry the dude?
Yes, child. What can I do for you?
We are looking for some help because there's a bad person that needs to be stopped. She's really mean.
Is this a personal grievance or
No.
a public one?
It's
a
very
one.
public.
She's been
Well, she's been hurting lots of people.
She's been cheating poor, honest people out of their hard-earned money, just preying upon their hopes and dreams without any intention of following through.
Okay. He looks at you, cocks his head a bit. I see.
And she has already boasted to me about her heinous acts, but has also boasted to the impregnable defenses with which she has safeguarded her ill-gotten gains.
And what exactly has she done?
Oh, just promised people that they can get off this island,
She lied.
so long as they pay her quite a tidy sum. But, limited space, so the lowest person on the totem pole gets knocked off the list. Their money is still with her, but...
I do know who you're speaking of. Yes.
You have done nothing. Sorry.
You see, we did mention this to the guards. However, they're more concerned with their other parts of their duties as opposed to the political troubles, as they said that they should leave that for Lady Tyrion when she returns. Lady Tyrion can't return until what was her name?
Miranda.
Miranda. I'm sorry with the name, but I completely
Until
forgot.
this
No,
Miranda will
Miranda.
get away scot-free. And I do not think she will return to pick up the rest of her passengers.
Well, I'm sure Lady Tyrion would appreciate coming back and not having a full plate.
Roll a persuasion check.
Jeez.
Can I help with that?
Sure. How?
I don't know.
She adds puppy dog eyes to this thing and
Smile.
Please.
Is she gonna help?
Not really. It's kind of too late.
9.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not good at persuade. I make reasonable arguments. I'm just not good at.
He looks
I'm
at you
good
like,
at persuading.
liking me.
I have a
Okay.
+7.
Listen to me. Many of us here do not approve of her methods or even like this individual. She offers a
Understandable.
false hope, and she has no intentions on following through for most of her investors. Now,
Shameful, really.
Yeah, terrible.
if
Terrible.
we can find a way that would make the guards happy, and more specifically, make the people happy, the guards will more likely follow through if the general populace are all involved. If we can make this a public case against her, I can aid you in
I smell
perhaps
a phoenix right
seizing some of her assets. Now, what are you planning on doing after you get her out of her ill-gotten gains?
Well,
Gunshots in the distance.
well, that gives me an idea. Public execution sounds wonderful. No, I don't say that.
okay.
You're gonna say that to the cleric, are ya?
I mean, his deity
I
is
feel like-
justice and mercy.
I feel like
Who knows which side he lays more on, you know?
I feel like he lays more on the side of justice.
Sue, make a perception check.
A perception check. I can do that. Yeah. Total 20.
yes.
All right. As after the name Miranda was brought up, a hooded figure in splint armor walks up,
Ooh.
and you see strapped to his back is a large halberd, and he
Stefan!
looks at you, gives you a bit of a grin and a nod, and just focusing on what.
Wait, do I know who
dragon-
it is?
This is Stefan.
Oh, it is Stefan?
Yeah.
Stefan.
Hi.
That guy.
That creep. Anyway.
Well, I figured, we would give. Well, we
Stefan
can't
would
give it
want to
all.
go with us.
Well, we can't give all the money back to those it belong to, because Miranda is obviously going to have spent some of it.
Use some of it.
That is reasonable to assume.
So I feel like we should
Keep it all.
divide it evenly amongst the parties involved, those wronged, with a
Very small.
very small fee
Very
removed
humble.
for our services, maybe from Miranda's own personal belongings as opposed to her.
like her boat.
Yes,
We want the boat.
You're not there, but okay.
See,
maybe just say her ship. I mean, we have a captain here,
I've been robbed of my ship.
one whom
Basically.
I can vouch for personally as a person of a good heart and has a crew who would sail to heaven and back with her.
This is very true.
He looks over at Stefan.
Is this the captain that you came here with?
Stefan says,
Yeah.
gives you a look,
Last like 2 days.
looks back.
Journey.
She was the captain of the ship that brought me here, yes. It was one of the members of her team that actually brought me to you.
That was a
I
decent
see.
answer, actually.
Very political.
Can
I don't trust him.
Can you vouch for
He's
her
a
character?
He gives you a look. I can vouch for her character, yes.
Also,
Thank you, Stefan. Thank you.
Helen Mercylight is a member of our group, and he might require a bit more convincing to aid us.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure we can tell him a little bit that will help him get along. This
I so like this
This
guy.
Miranda has been a thorn in our side for a while. However,
She's been a thorn in
there
my side since I heard
is one requirement I have.
she becomes my Stefan.
You just need another juice
That
box,
ship.
don't you?
That ship of Miranda's. What was it called? Do you know?
The Macaw.
Like the Madagascar.
I don't know
not
this,
it.
but
I do know this because I was
Idris
paying
does
attention.
not know this, but Micah knows this.
Sue definitely knows this.
Okay. So. Alright. Stefan takes a moment, seemingly weighing some options. Is there a possibility I could speak to the captain just for a moment?
Are you asking me, or are you asking what was your name?
My name is Patchen Frostbite.
Oh, frostbite.
Indeed.
Patron?
Patron.
Patron?
It's like Patrick with an N instead of a CK.
Patron.
Okay.
Patron.
Patron. Or like patron with an I instead of an L.
Okay,
Mhm.
cool.
Or like pattering shortened.
Anyway,
Or Pat.
are you asking me or your superior here?
I'm asking the captain and my superior. Patchen gives you a
I don't know
Look.
how to spell Yesu.
It's fine,
I'm gonna
Stefan.
spell it how I
Stefan
want to.
walks off. Not too far, in the same part. I'm assuming you want her ship.
That would be really nice. I could have a ship again.
Alright.
And we can name it the Eider Down.
I have. I also have an interest in her ship, but it's possible our interests may, at least temporarily, align. I'm seeking every last of those pirates,
Oh, good.
and I'm not going to stop until they've all been brought to justice.
I think he's gonna stop a little bit sooner than that.
Now,
Your
I need a
plans have
ship.
just been nullified.
I need a ship in order to make that happen.
No, he doesn't.
I don't need to keep the ship after my particular quest is done or until
It's
I
not
can
gonna be
find
around after your
another
quest is done.
suitable vessel. But I'll
Have a
definitely need something to
rowboat.
start with.
Stefan, what
Use
kind
your
of
back hair and, like,
paladin did you
string
describe
together a bunch of
yourself
sea
to be?
turtles.
I'm not yet enough experienced to have taken my oath yet, but
Because he's lame.
well, he's only level 2. But I have some things in mind. I need to ask guidance of my elders and have
I have
a
something
bit
you can
more
ask guidance
experience
of.
under my belt before I embrace the oath that I have. Seems to be my calling. It seems like a very intense commitment. I just want to make sure I'm ready for the task.
Well, I think you have a noble quest. As you may or may not know, these pirates and their leader have been causing a lot of pain in my life, and I would gladly help you out in any way I can.
They've caused a lot of pain for people for too long.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to kill them all. That's not my purpose.
Oh, boo.
You're
I
not
want-
there!
I just
I am there, I'm just not in that conversation.
someone offered me mercy,
And he
but
was
that
wrong
wasn't
to do
devoid
so.
of justice as well. I'm going to work to atone for everything that I've helped with. I want to give them the same chance. I'm going to give them one chance.
Hashtag not spawn.
And if they don't take it, then I will give them justice.
Well-
Facing the camera the entire time.
I can't really argue against that.
All right.
I mean, you can.
When the time comes that we can sail away, Hannah's breaking the fireplace. When the time comes that
Would
we
you like me
can
to
sail
scoot out?
away,
Yes.
I will be a very valuable ally. All right. Walks back over to
High
the
five.
main group.
So, go to the arena often.
Yes, I do like to make sure that some of the younger fellows there don't get themselves killed. I make sure that none of the injuries become too lethal. And every once in a while, I'm able to bring an ear over towards our cause.
Of course. Did you want to say something?
Nah, I'm good.
Patron looks over at Stefan. Stefan says,
Thank you.
well, I think we have a reasonable plan for the ship. I'm not sure where the rest of the assets would exactly go. I would request that some of this perhaps not the monetary assets, but perhaps some of the renown could go towards raising awareness towards my crusade, or towards moving on whatever we need to get this started.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we need renown.
Yep. We need to have a talk really quickly when we leave this place.
Well, I shall speak to you again after I've spoken to Halon, or he'll communicate my what I say through him.
Sounds reasonable.
We'll keep in touch. Oh, one last thing. We don't want a riot on our hands, at least not yet.
That would be
Not
bad.
yet. I like this man.
I really like this guy.
You see, a very fantastic method of dispensing justice is to allow the wronged ones to bring it into their own hands. However, it is important for there to be a few cooler heads to prevail. To
Of
prevent.
course, that's why Chakal is not here.
I was about to
I do not know who that is, but
She's so chill.
I see.
She is as cool as a snowflake in winter.
Yep.
Just for giggles, make a deception roll.
Can't I make a sarcasm roll instead? Because that's actually what I'm
Just make it. I mean, yeah, but treat it like a deception roll.
Nobody.
1.
Cool.
Not a natural one, a total 1.
Ah, yes, one of those.
It is very obvious.
One of those very even-headed.
Actually, think about it. I was not doing sarcasm right.
Oh yes, I see. One of those completely even-toned, always watches what they say in front of everyone. One of those people, right?
Yes, because, she avoids confrontation at every turn.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure she's a real passion bitch.
Definitely.
Yes,
Definitely.
just incapable of really
Totally.
dealing with her own issues.
Ah,
She's got it
Tragic.
all,
Oh, yes, completely. It's just, we want to help her, but she just can't seem to, hold an intelligent conversation.
is she one of those barbaric?
Yeah, you could say that.
Is she one of those barbaric types?
You could say that.
Yeah, you
yes.
could say that.
My advice is, if
Hold it down
everyone-
and hold an intervention. Exactly, yes, I'll take your advice into
In
consideration.
case of a riot, start her at the back, have her run to the front.
It gets everyone riled up.
She's so racist.
And then put
sometimes.
Halon in the middle, he'll calm everyone down before it gets too far, and then we have a nice public shaming or something.
Yes, I like it. A
Basically,
public
every
roast.
session ever. Oh my goodness.
Well, I think we'll be in touch.
I like this man.
I
Now,
like this man.
I
walk
like
always
you.
in the light, or I'll have to drag you into it. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Goodbye.
I feel both encouraged and threatened at the same time.
That's my job.
Igris.
Can we
About
walk in some
something.
back alleys? I feel like I need a little bit more darkness.
Are you guys outside now?
Yeah, outside.
Yeah.
So,
I hold the door open again.
thank you. So, Stefan,
Where?
Oh, is Stefan here?
I was just having a lovely chat with him. I don't feel like killing him anymore.
That's what they do. That's what the paladins do. They convince you not to kill.
See?
It's against everything that life is about. You've got to take it for yourself.
Okay, hold on.
Grab life by the throat.
You don't
And run it
understand.
through.
You don't understand. He wants to help kill the pirates that attacked us. And since I
So he's
also,
like Chakal. He wants to kill what is a part of himself.
but I also have a personal vendetta against
Yes,
these guys.
I know this.
They ruined my family. Killed my family. And I cannot not support him.
So annoying when they have personal reasons.
So,
Why did you have to bring feelings into this? We're supposed to be...
can I roll for more feelings?
You can roll for persuasion or intimidation or whatever you want.
Persuasion. Because I'm better at that.
I am totally convinced that you're going to not support him.
23. Please don't try to kill him.
you get the feeling that she really does not want you to kill this guy because she wants him for purposes.
I understand that. Oh, I don't have to try to kill him.
Please! Please!
I thought you were going to kill him.
Please!
But I wasn't, but then the opportunity presented itself.
Just be nice.
Remind me, how long do humans live?
He will be dead probably in the next 60 years, if he's lucky. It's like a couple weeks for you, you know? It'll be fine.
Only if he stays out of my way. And we don't take any more prisoners.
That's not my fault.
We take another prisoner, they all die.
No.
Wait, they all.
Stefan's all for killing the pirates, pretty much. Yeah,
We take another prisoner. Stefan kills him.
that's all I'm in.
How about if we take another prisoner, we have Stefan kill him?
What if Stefan
There
takes
can only
prisoners?
be one NPC in our party.
What if Stefan takes prisoners?
Are
You do
Tessa-
have the idea
Tessa.
in mind that as soon as another ship is taken, like pirate ship, that he will commandeer that one, and
Yeah.
his problems will be his own.
Stefan will probably leave very soon. And then Stefan will be no longer with us.
Yes, he will be sorely missed. We'll have a nice ceremony.
Hey!
Anything
alright.
else you guys want to do?
Let's sign off. I think we're good here.
Yeah.
All right.
We go back
Also,
to the city.
how about this? I won't kill Stefan if you don't help Trakal try and take my idol.
Fine.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Friendship. We're gonna leave it off there for that episode of the Bard's McGuffin. I'm Ben Anderson.
I'm Micah Morrow.
I'm Hannah Anderson.
Grady Crosley.
Sam Tyler.
Bye bye.
It's been
Adios.
surreal.
Yo.